Welcome to Mission Prep Football. I'm Brian Stanley. This is the pregame show. As I track down my clipboard, we want to thank you to the pregame show presented by our lovely sponsors. On our pregame sponsor today, let's kick it off with Sunset Honda. We'll be right back. Here's our pregame show.
Friday Night Lights and Mission Prep Royals football back on the Prep Sports Network for the 2021 season. All broadcasts are presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Let's go to the field with the voice of the Royals, Big Red Brian Stanley.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football. I'm Brian Stanley, Big Red in the house. As Chris Sylvester always likes to plug that, our executive producer, he is preparing for a lovely Cal Poly broadcast with my co-host, normally Stephen Hodges. They are down in the beautiful city of San Diego with Cal Poly Mustangs football as they get going on the road this weekend. So I have reached out to a fellow partner in crime in the sports world on the Central Coast, Connor Allen, coming in from the San Luis Obispo County area to fill in the ranks. How are you doing tonight, Connor?
I am doing great, Brian. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, we're going to sprinkle in some North County flavor this week, you know. You're going to get some north of the grade commentary mixed in with some south of the grade commentary. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's my first Mission Prep game on the call for it, and I'm excited to root for the Royals.
And, you know, I just want to thank all our sponsors. We have a couple new ones this week, including we have a Kickoff sponsor with, excuse me.
Who's it with?
It is with State Farm, Mike Smith State Farm, that is. Excuse me, I apologize for that. I was looking for a quick read on that, but we don't have one. We have a commercial instead. We also invited on a few other sponsors over the past couple weeks, and we want to thank everybody for being here. We're just going to go down the list.
Of course, yeah, let them know.
Our primary sponsors, California Fresh Markets. There's a bunch of locations you can choose from. You'll see our commercials out throughout the night. Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. KD Capital, our touchdown sponsor. Mama Leah's Pizzeria, our player of the game sponsor, so keep an eye out for that. That's going to be Connor's specialty tonight.
Love some pizza.
I would love to order a pizza right now, but I don't think we're going to get back in time into San Luis Obispo as we're in the beautiful city of Visalia to get that pizza going. We also added Old Slow Barbecue. That was the other one I was looking for. Sunset Honda, our beautiful pregame sponsor. As the sun is setting behind us, I learned something new about the community of Visalia. Early Roots Dutch community, just like Solvang, south of us. In Santa Barbara County. Beautiful thing there. We have The Rock, great concert venue in San Luis Obispo.
Oh, yeah.
Grocery outlet, San Luis Obispo. Mission Prep admissions. So if you want to looking for a great school to go to in San Luis Obispo area, Mission Prep is definitely one of those schools.
Tell you what, I already graduated high school, but if I could go back and do it again, maybe.
Laguna Grill, we passed that on my way of picking you up. This lovely afternoon, as well as Sunset Honda. Beautiful cars out there, by the way. I was very impressed with the lineup of cars they had. I almost thought about, you know what, Chris, I'm going to go buy me a new car instead. But I do have a nice Honda, so we're going to keep with the Honda we have, and we're going to get into kind of this pregame. I know you're kind of fresh to this team because you're more of a Paso Atascadero, north of the grade guy.
Yep.
But what can you tell me? What do you think it's going to take for a Mission Prep team that's just a couple years removed from an 8-man Central Section Championship to take on a team that is just a couple years removed from a CIF championship in 11-man and a state runner-up in 2018? What's it going to take?
Yeah, well, it's going to take a very strong effort from the core players that Mission Prep has here, right? Susang's going to need to have a good game. Colby White's going to need to have a good game. Andrew Body's going to need to have a good game. You're going to need to play smart football here. We're not going to be able to shoot ourselves in the foot against a really high-level team that's a couple of divisions above us. So You're going to need to play smart. You're going to need to minimize the turnovers. You're going to need to minimize the penalties. And you got to take advantage of the opportunities when they come across. You know, when you get a good second and short there and you can take a deep shot, we need to look to take our chances because this is a team where if you just sit there and face-to-face, they're probably going to be able to take you down because they're a little bit bigger with the athletes that they have. We haven't really touched on yet, but they got some big linemen over there. They got a big tight end. They got some big guys. So you just need to be opportunistic and need to play smart. Oh, and we just lost Brian's mic.
There we go. We're back. Audio issues corrected. Not a lot of stats on Central Valley Christian, the Cavaliers, besides that they are from Visalia. You look at Max Preps, the coach plays those stats close to his sleeve.
Yeah, I got a couple things here. So their quarterback, they've played 2 games this year, right? But they've both not been very close games. As I think, did we point out earlier, did we talk about what their record is this year? They started off the season with a 30-24 win over Bakersfield Christian, who's actually a really good team. That would have been a game that would have been nice to watch. Those are 2 really strong teams. And they bounced back lastly with a game against the Mount Whitney Pioneers, cruised to a 31-0 victory. So some of their stats are kind of like you said, close to the vest. They don't have a lot of them out there. They haven't played a lot of their studs, at least for the most part of the game last week. But with their quarterback, he's 23 of 44 for only 210 yards on the season. And then they got a mixture of different receivers. Their tight end, Jaden Moore, he's got 4 catches, 33 yards, and a touchdown. They got another one. I think it's one of the running backs / receiver, Josh Noesk, who's 5 for 72 for 1 touchdown. But yeah, basically, I think we're going to see tonight is we need to make their playmakers make plays, right?
Yeah, I think that's going to take a solid defensive effort from the Royals. Full 4 quarters, they can't give up at any point. This Cavaliers team's going to run it down their throat and punch them in the mouth because they. I hate to say this, the Mission Prep Royals are punching up tonight.
Yeah.
They are the underdog in this fight, but the underdog has been known to win, so don't count them out. They have the weapons. They have all
it's not the size of the fight and the dog.
It's the size of the dog and the fight.
Backwards, wait.
It doesn't matter. Mission Prep Royals are coming to win, and they're coming to win hard. They got Jack Susank, the man. I've already dubbed it. It's cliche enough. He's the jack of all trades. He's out there running. He's out there catching. All we need to do right now is see him throw the ball, but he's playing defense, offense, kicking, special teams. He's getting it all done for the Royals, including some big yardage. Still waiting for our cameraman. He is MIA at the moment, but we're going to go ahead and no, that is not our cameraman. He works for Mission Prep football. We're looking for Thomas Bowden.
We got about 2 minutes to kick off. I'll run through a couple of the Mission Prep stats as well so far this season.
Yeah, go ahead and wrap up some stats there real quick for the Royals.
Yeah, Mission's got 1 game on the season so far this year. They won 49-7 against Brentwood. Had a bye week last week. So coming into this week with only 1 game under their belt and obviously a giant victory, we saw some pretty impressive stats. Obviously in that first game, Jack Susank had 8 carries for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's a huge day. Right? Drew Harrigan had 11 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown, and our cameraman just showed up, so everything's going perfectly.
Yeah, we are now set with Thomas Bowden in the house doing multiple duties here on the Central Coast, and we're going to go ahead and make his camera live now. Are you all set there, Thomas Bowden? He is all set, big smiles on his face. He has the live camera on the feed now. We went with the 3-camera setup without Steven. We're going to try to make it work. Pardon any mistakes, but we'll get through it.
Is this camera 2 right here?
That is camera 2.
Oh, yeah, we got it. We're good.
And so we're going to go ahead and real quick, we're going to jump into a commercial break because we're going to have some national anthem playing. I'm sure we're going to have a prayer being a private school, so we're going to give them the respect that they deserve. And
we'll be back.
We'll be back. You're enjoying Mission Prep Football on Prep Sports Network. This has been the Sunset Honda pregame show.
Hey, Zach, I'm having a get-together this weekend. Do you know where I might be able to find some of the best USDA choice and prime meats on the Central Coast?
Have you tried California Fresh Market?
Yeah, but I also need to go somewhere with organic produce.
California Fresh Market has that too.
Okay. What are you going to tell me next? That they have a sushi bar, fresh salad bar, and full-service bakery?
Look, I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while. Check out California Fresh Market in Pismo Beach and San Luis Obispo. They have you covered. A proud partner of Mission Prep Football.
Friday Night Lights and Mission Prep Royals football back on the Prep Sports Network for the 2021 season. All broadcasts are presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Let's go to the field with the voice of the Royals, Big Red Brian Stanley.
Welcome back to Prep Sports Network. This is California Fresh Market's presentation of Mission Prep Football, driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. And we are about to get underway with our opening kickoff.
Nope,
Wow.
we're going to have...
They are doing it backwards. Usually the captains are on after the...
We're in their world now, Brian.
Okay.
We're in the valley.
We're in the valley. Things are run backwards than on the coast. So we'll be right back. You're enjoying Mission Prep Football on Prep Sports Network.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep Football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
High school football fans, we know the weekend starts under the Friday night lights, and at Laguna Grill, we've got you covered on college football Saturdays and NFL Sundays this fall. Come by and enjoy a savory burger with our made-in-house patties, some awesome appetizers, and a cold one. While watching your favorite games, Laguna Grill, a proud sponsor of Mission Prep Football on PSN-TV. At Mama Leah's Pizzeria, we provide fresh ingredients, handmade pizza, wings, local beverages, and more. We're a family-owned, locally ran, family-friendly pizzeria serving fresh, hot pizza for our customers. Conveniently located off of Los Osos Valley Road, we're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call in an order at 805-439-1306 or visit us online at mamaleahsslow.com. Stay tuned after the game for our Mama Leah's Pizzeria Player of the Game.
Old San Luis Barbecue, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Royals football in the 2021 season. Established in 2010, they are SLO County's best Santa Maria-style barbecue. Couple of locations to choose from in San Luis Obispo, one on Higuera, one on Broad. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays even later, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., a great spot to stop by after Mission Prep's next win. At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than four walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
What is most important to you? At Mike Smith State Farm, giving you the right insurance advice to protect the life you're living and the people you love is our highest priority. Give us a call at 805-546-8393. We represent a company large enough to have your back, but an office small enough to care.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football. And I wish we would have been back 5 seconds earlier so you could hear that intro.
The PA announcer did a fantastic job doing his best, Bruce Buffer.
That is the best home football announcer intro I've heard of. And we are getting ready for the opening kickoff tonight. And this opening kickoff is presented by Mike Smith State Farm. And kicking it off is going to be Jack Susank of Mission College Prep.
The Royals won the toss and deferred to the second half. So it will be the Cavaliers who are going to start with the ball here. And for the Cavaliers, we've got number 2, Brant Munger, back deep to receive.
Sophomore wide receiver ready to get things going as Jack Susank prepares to receive the ball. Temperatures are cooling off here in the city of Visalia. Current temperature is 61 according to the laptop.
No stars out here for us tonight, Brian, just smog.
Air quality index, for those wondering, 52.
That's a failing grade, all right?
That's a moderate, according to the health index reports.
Regardless, it's a beautiful night for football. The lights are on. Susank is back. The ball's teed up. Let's get this bad boy going.
My phone thinks I'm in San Jose all of a sudden.
And the kickoff.
Kickoff is up, and he takes it at the 8-yard line, does Munger. Moves out to his left side before he's dragged down inside the 25-yard line, and the laptop is wrong on the temperature. 84 degrees on the phone. Apple wins. So our kickoff temperature, 84 degrees. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers, starting at their own 25-yard line. The Cavaliers coming with the drum. At quarterback for the Cavaliers, Max Baker. Single back. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Hands off to his back. Back spins out before he's taken. Josh Sosa is being pulled to the ground by the defense. In on that tackle, George Kardashian.
You see the Cavaliers start there with 2 receivers at the top of your screen, and they basically just ran an ISO there. They took their tight end, what's his name? Jaden Moore. I'm going to have to remember that name. And put him ISO'd up right back on the inside backer and get him a one-on-one. Leads to a nice gain on 1st down.
2nd and 3 for the Cavaliers. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Working from a shotgun is Baker. Single back behind him. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Hands off to Baker. Or excuse me, hands off to Sosa. And Sosa works his way out. Sousa, excuse me. Corrected by the home PA announcer. And they gain enough for the 1st down to the Cavaliers at the 35-yard line.
It's a great resource relying on the home PA announcers to get visiting names, right? Or home names when you're the visiting team, because they know better than we do. So far what we've seen from the Cavaliers is running the ball. We speculated they would be more of a passing team here, but maybe they found something that they like here early in the game, or maybe they're on the 15-play script already like we see a lot of teams do.
10:47 on the clock. We are scoreless. Handoff out of the backfield, going to his right.
It's number 20, Dominic Maxfield. But the Royals recover and stop him for no gain. Who was that on the tackle? Did you get that? Was that number 51, 61 on the tackle there?
Did not see that.
I think it was Ryan Audit. I think that was Ryan Audit on the tackle for the Royals. So here's the first time where the Cavaliers are facing a passing situation, right? 2nd and 10 so far in the day. So let's see if we get them into a pass situation. They got quads coming out here.
2nd and 10 from the 35. Split receivers, 2 to each side. Single back in the backfield for Baker. Baker takes a snap, fakes the handoff, steps back, throws into the middle. That pass is complete, across the 50. He's down at the 30-yard line into Mission Prep territory. Chapman Dunn on the completion.
And just as we suspected there, we saw the first pass of the night. They did the play action. They had quads. They faked the handoff to the running back that was right behind the quarterback, brought up the linebackers, and were able to hit that running back, or the receiver, Chapman, right in stride across the middle. That opened up that gap there for the play action.
Ball spotted at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. They're moving fast here in the opening frame. 9:38 on the clock. Split receivers, tight formation. Baker in the backfield with Maxfield. Maxfield takes the handoff, scoots around to his right, then to his left. Gains a couple yards, just short of the 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah,
or 2nd and 2, excuse me.
Maxfield's running hard. He took Isaac Townsend for a ride there. They're able to run downhill so far, the Cavaliers. The Mission Prep needs to buck up a little bit and get a little firmer in between the tackles right there and in the trenches.
22-yard line left hash mark. Cavaliers moving right to left in Mission Prep territory in the red zone now. Just 3 minutes off the clock here, first quarter. We're in Cavalier Stadium, Visalia. Baker takes the handoff, hands it to Sousa. Sousa immediately dragged down in the backfield, and Connor Lopez doing the dirty work.
Yeah, Sousa was one of the 4 captains that the Cavaliers had coming into this game, along with number 4, Josh Nosk, number 7, Parker Jones, and number 12, Max Baker. So we got a big down right here. 3rd and about, what do you want to say, long 3, short 4?
3rd and 3 for the Cavaliers. Still on the 22, left hash mark.
So we need big number 79, Luke Kuschek, to be sturdy and strong down in the trenches right here, because we know they got their bigger back end.
Sousa in the backfield with
swing.
Baker looking for his receivers, checks down
Wow.
into the middle. That pass is complete inside the 10-yard line, and making the big grab, Jaden Moore for the first down. Ball spotted inside the 6, just shy of the 5.
That's a textbook route combination there. They basically just ran a scat where they had one receiver hook up. They ran the running back as the swing route, and luckily there for the Cavaliers, our quarterback was able to get to his 3rd read. Looked to the flats, looked to the center, and then he knows if both of those guys are covered that the middle of the field must be wide open, and there he found his tight end, who almost drug it into the end zone.
Split receivers with Maxfield in the backfield for Baker. This is going to be a corner shot right side.
What
and
a
the signal
catch.
is good for the touchdown. Jaden Moore on the board, 6 points. Cavaliers up, 7:32 on the clock.
7 plays, 75-yard drive, capping it off with a pass to Jaden Moore. We said coming in this game that was going to be a guy that was going to be an issue. He's a big, strong, fast athlete. We can tell already they're using him all over the field. He ISO'd as a fullback on the 2nd play of the game. He caught a pass across the middle as a 3rd option, and then they take their tight ends. When you got big athletic ones like that, what do? You put them out on the perimeter one-on-one and say, try to stop me. And here comes the Cavaliers with a swinging gate formation. We saw the JV do this in the game earlier.
I've never been
And they're going to snap it.
Never been a fan of the swinging gate.
And there it is. Oh, and great defense right there by number 44, Jacob Butler, one of the captains for the Royals. So it'll stay 6-0 here in Visalia.
And that touchdown gives us a 6-0 lead for the Cavaliers as Jacob Butler gets his big old paw on that pass on the swinging gate, which I said I've never been a fan of. Don't like it, but, you know, they play it. And I've never seen it actually, I've never seen it snapped in the swing.
The philosophy behind the swinging gate's the same thing with like choir kicks and all that stuff. It's just something that they want to make you have to practice in the week leading up to your team. It's just something to take away a little bit of practice time from things that you might use in other places. I would agree. It's often, not very often, that you see someone actually snap it. It's usually a numbers game, and if you can just line up correctly, they're going to kick the PAT. But, hey, they went for it there, and good job on Mission Prep by being lined up the correct way, and give that credit to the special teams coach.
And they are on the board with 6 points as I got to update my scoreboard.
And the kick goes short, picked up by Mission Prep, number
Thank you.
11. Jamar Howard breaks a tackle out on the outside, cuts it back, breaks 2 more tackles, and gets all the way down to the 49-yard line. Great return from Mission Prep, and they are in business in their first offensive possession of the game.
And Mission Prep down at the spotted down at the midfield marker. They're going to take it. They're actually, I was looking at this near side judge. They're going to spot them at the 48 of their own. And our score is 6-0 here in the first quarter, 7:23 on the clock.
Yeah, well, folks, if you don't watch a lot of private school football, small school football, get used to what you're seeing. Each team's going to have a couple of athletes that they really want to lean on, and they're just going to beat you over the head with them. So we've already seen who the Cavaliers got, and we already know who Mission Prep's got. So let's see if we can turn this game into a bit of a dogfight.
And Kobe White under center. Quick throw down the line to Howard. And Howard gains a couple yards before he's dragged down as Munger in on that tackle. And Jamar Howard showing his presence on the football field in this young season. A new addition to the team, 2 games in on the roster.
Yeah, the Royals came out in split backs there with a little quick game. I don't know if the Royals script their first 15, 20 plays, whatever it is. But opening with a pass like that would lead me to believe that maybe they do.
Working on the center in an I formation is White. Susank under in the backfield. Pass down the line. This one incomplete. Intended for Jacob Butler, the tight end. And the Butler couldn't do it. As the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage, it brings up 3rd and 7 for the Royals at the Cavaliers' 49-yard line.
You know, you love to see the Royals mixing it up, but you sometimes worry about, hey, let's not get too cute here. We got a guy named Susank who's pretty good. We've gone 2 plays now without him touching the ball. You'd hate to go your first 3 plays without one of your best players touching the ball. So let's see if they're able to get him involved here on 3rd and 8.
Split backs. Step back throwing formation. Down the sideline, overthrows the target, does Kobe White. Tyler Garrett, the intended receiver. And we got 4th down, which is going to bring up the...
We got laundry on the field. Looks like they're going to call pass interference on the tall side there. What you see in those quick routes like that, you saw the quarterback when he hit his back foot, he kind of just let it go there, and that's because those are timing routes. And so when you get into the receiver and mess up the timing, the pass looks off, but he did it illegally. 1st down, Royals.
1st and 10 for the Royals. It's going to spot them down at the 34-yard line. The Royals moving the ball successfully now, following a key play down the left sideline as the Royals move left to right. 6:48 on the clock. Only down 6.
We've only had 1 possession.
And it was a quick possession. They didn't take much time off the clock. 3.5 minutes.
All right, Royals in shotgun here.
We got motion from Jack Susank. Pass completed to Susank down the line, and he makes the diving attempt to gain some yardage, and he extends it out from a 2-yard gain to a 4-yard gain down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, you love to see play calls like that because you want to get your athletes the ball in space, right? That's basically a run play. It's a pass play. It goes down in the books as a pass play, but there's not very much danger on that pass. And so you call those ones to get your guys the ball in space. Rather than having to block everyone up front, you just give Susank the opportunity to break 2 tackles, and then he could be off to the races. 2nd and 5 here for Mission.
2nd and 5 it is. Ball spotted at the 24. Howard on the near sideline, solo receiver. White working from the shotgun. He finds Howard wide open.
Great throw!
And that's a touchdown. Jamar Howard, Mission Prep on the board. And that touchdown and every Mission Prep touchdown
Friday night
brought
lights
to you
and
by,
Mission Prep
excuse me,
Royals
wrong
football.
keystroke there. Brought to you by KD Capital Mortgage Company. Contact them for all your financial needs. They will be a great help for you, located at 1305 Vine Street, right here, right in Paso Robles, that is. I'm thinking I'm on the coast. Give them a call, 805-226-5550.
All right, so what you guys saw there basically is he was looking to the top of the screen his whole way there. They set it up with 2 receivers to the far side as kind of window dressing. When he hit the back step on his pass there for White, he knew exactly where he was going. And like we said earlier, Howard's a great athlete, was able to get behind the people in front of him. And just like we said earlier, what do we say? We wanted Mission Prep to take their chances when they have them, right? That was an awesome opportunity. You get a 2nd and mid, 2nd and short there. You take the chance, and you go over the top. That's exactly what we saw from Mission Prep. That's some great coaching. But unfortunately, they missed the PAT. As I was talking over it, apologize for that. And it is now 6-6. With 5:57 left here in the game.
And Mission Prep didn't take any time to score. CVC scored at 7:36, and just a minute and 39 seconds later, Mission Prep's back on the board, answering that call, saying, "Hey, you know what? We're not here to play games. We're here to play to win," and that's what they just did. And that was a great play. Jamar Howard showing he has the height and speed, a great combination. He just needs to work more with the offensive formations, and he could be a lethal force with Kobe White.
Yeah, and Jamar Howard's only a junior, so he's going to keep growing into that body. He's going to keep getting faster, and he's an exciting athlete out here for for the Royals. But that was a very impressive and inspiring first drive. You know, the runs weren't overpowering, but they were able to move the chains with the penalty. And when they have the opportunities, they took it. That's what we want to see.
And here comes another Mike Smith State Farm kickoff from Mission Prep. And I just gotta say, I love State Farm. And this isn't a gimmick. This isn't me just saying it because they're a sponsor. I have State Farm insurance.
You got insurance, man? Whew, Mr. Moneybags over here.
Hey, you gotta have auto insurance somehow.
Oh, auto.
And that's a scrub kick.
Auto, home, and boat.
Picked up by Chapman Dunn. And Chapman Dunn does a little leap of faith trying to get over the 40, but he is taken down at the 40-yard line as he was trying to break away, looking for a kickoff return.
The Cavaliers busted through a nice line there with their kickoff return team, and he was able to get through, but luckily one of the Mission players was able to fold. They teach you on kickoff returns that, or in kickoff teams, excuse me, if he gets past you, got to fold, retrace your steps, and that's what Mission was able to do. But the Cavaliers have a bit of a short field here. Let's see if Mission's able to keep him off the board for this time. 1st and 10
from the 39-yard line as Baker works under center, hands off to Souza, and Souza, like a bulldozer, plows forward up the the left hash mark, and gains about 4 yards on the carry.
Tackle made there by number 47, Connor Lopez, the middle linebacker for the Mission Prep Royals.
And going back to the Mission Prep touchdown, I think Howard is now a contestant for the Mama Leah's Pizzeria player of the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. He would be my prime pick so far.
As Baker's working on a 2nd and 6. Steps back, looks for his receivers. Right over at the 50, he finds the good old Chapman Dunn. And he comes up short of the first down. He at the 48-yard line, so they respot him at the hash.
You had a big down here for the Cavaliers and for the Royals. You got 3rd and a long one, maybe 1.5 or so. And, you know, this is a spot in the field where potentially you could go for it on 4th down. You know, a punt's not going to net you a whole lot, but I don't know how aggressive these players are, so maybe it's 2-down territory, maybe not.
Still working from the shotgun. As Maxfield goes in motion, quick.
Oh, pump and go.
Pump and go down the.
Susank's back there. Didn't get fooled. Wow, what a pass and what a catch. We call that dropping it in the bucket where I'm from. And the quarterback hit the back foot, threw it over the corner, and it just fell perfectly into the hands of, who is that, Zach Zwart? ZZ, what a 2 initials, ZZ, huh? You don't see that very often.
Zach Schwartz making the catch at the 19-yard line for the first down, bringing him across the 50 as that pump and fake from, Baker worked to perfection as Baker with 2 backs behind with him in the backfield.
Big split down here at the bottom.
Hands
Just
off.
trying to wide him out.
Maxfield is swarmed by the defensive line and taken to the ground.
Great tackle by Ryan Audit right there for the Mission Prep. So here we go. Here's another obvious passing situation. You'd think maybe 2nd and long. They might be able to run something up there again, but last time they ran a little play action, something across the middle. So let's keep our eyes peeled for some kind of play action. Make sure the linebackers are able to get their heads around.
No gain on the last play. 2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers. In the red zone, 3:38 on the clock. 6-6 our score, all tied up. Following back-to-back possessions, back-to-back touchdowns for each school.
Play action over the middle, right to their big tight end, like we said, but overthrew him, just missed it. But we're trying to get a peek into what they're looking to do here, and so hopefully Mission Prep is onto that. But they had him there, just missed the pass a little high.
That brings up 3rd and 10 on the incomplete pass. Ball spotted at the right hash mark, 19-yard line. 3:24 on the clock.
Looks like more importantly, Jaden Moore is going to be out on this play after going and getting the ball. Like they say in practice, receiver, retriever.
And Baker still working from the shotgun.
2 backs in the backfield this time.
2 backs, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. 5-man front for him to guard him. Pass over to his right, into the end zone. That pass broken up by the defense. Jack Susank in on the coverage. Incomplete pass. That brings up 4th down for the Cavaliers.
Baker was looking for his receiver there, Brant Munger. And it was another good toss, and it looks like this is going to be a game where both teams are willing to take chances, willing to take your one-on-one opportunities, and that's going to make for exciting football. Good job by the Mission Prep secondary there to keep them out of the end zone, but looks like they're going to go for fourth. You know, you don't see a lot of high school teams with confidence in their kickers outside of 20, 25 yards, and that seems to be the case here in Visalia.
I think the last school I saw with a lot of confidence in a kicker was Aurora Grande.
Atascadero's kicker went 5 for 5 on PATs last week, and that's the first time I've seen that in a long time.
I'm talking about actually kicking field goals.
I know. I'm talking about being happy with just PATs.
So 3 trips to the left for Baker, single receiver to his right. And that pass incomplete, miscommunication between Baker and Jaden Moore. That's a turnover on downs. Mission Prep ball. 1st and 10 from the 19. Mission Prep starts.
Yeah, so that's a play we're going to want to keep in mind there. When they went trips, that was the first time we've kind of seen them trips to the field where they had more split out. And it was going to be a receiver screen. They ran. They had both receivers blocking up on the corners, and it was actually pretty well blocked. Mission Prep's actually lucky they've dodged a couple bullets on the last possession with some errant throws from Baker.
And Mission Prep football is presented by California Fresh Market while driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Look at this wide split down here at the bottom for Howard, giving him a lot of space. Yep, thinking the same thing I was.
Deep pass. White over here on the near corner. Yep. Jamar Howard is pushed out as he catches it. The pass is complete, keeping his toes in bounds. And he's pushed out at the 47-yard line of the Royals. A big first down gain.
Sometimes when you're watching high school football, you just got to take the matchups that are in front of you, right? When we look out there, we see Howard, who's proven to be one of the best athletes on the field. He's got a wide split. He's away from everyone. Mission Prep recognizes the same thing we do. Our athletes are better than your athletes. Throw a jump ball up there. Howard comes down with it. Big play for the Royals, who are in business now here at the 46-yard line, driving with 3:05 left to go in the first quarter.
1st and 10 from the 47, and Mission Prep takes a timeout. We'll join them in the timeout. We'll be right back. You're enjoying Mission Prep football on Prep Sports Network, presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Friday Night Lights and Mission Prep Royals football back on the Prep Sports Network for the 2021 season. All
First and 10 for the Royals from their own 47-yard line. Working under center is White. Receiver to each side. 2 backs in the backfield. Getting some coverage from Susink as White rolls out to his right. Cross the 50 before he's chased out of bounds. And doing that chasing is Levi DeJong. And he is short of the first down is White. An 8-yard pickup.
It was a great play by White there. He got a little bit of happy feet on the back of his drop. But he kept his composure, didn't throw it into traffic or anything like that. And that's a nice, good play from a quarterback. It's a way to keep his composure in a pressure-packed moment.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Cavaliers now as they've moved across the 50. 45 yards to the touchdown strike, wanting to gain the lead for the first time tonight. They had the opportunity but missing an extra point following a touchdown from Jamar Howard. Keeps the game tied at 6. Working for the shotgun is White. 2 receivers to his left, single receiver to his right. Fullback in the backfield with him. Deep pass looking for Howard, and Howard is tripped up. No flag on the play.
Yeah, it seems like their feet just kind of got tangled there, and the ref was thinking it was kind of incidental contact. As you hear fans around the stadium, some happy with that call, some not. Depends on what shade of blue you're wearing.
Yeah, both wearing shades of blue. One lighter, one darker. I meant to wear a nice shirt It's still wrapped up. I never got that far. But it is okay. It is over here off the ground with your sweatshirt. So I'm in a T-shirt right now. Very comfortable, though. The temperature is nice here. And for the fans that can't see it, my shirt says the nice list is overrated.
Big dog.
It is a big dog shirt, Christmas shirt that I love to wear year-round because it's always Christmas in my heart. Third and 2 for the Royals. Hand off to Jack Susang. First time we've seen him run the ball, and he pushes forward. He might have enough for the first down. It's going to be close.
The ref doesn't look to be giving it to him.
No, it does not. It looks like it's going to be short of about a half a yard. So we're going to bring up 4th down. 4th and 1 for the Royals.
Look to be bringing in the jumbo package here with number 34 coming into the game.
Coming in is not on my roster
Not on my roster either.
I'm going to have to talk to Coach about that one. I'm going to have to talk to Coach. Didn't give me an updated roster. It's all right. Ryan Audette came in as well on that. And the handoff to Susink once again, and he got those wheels churning, and he takes that 1-yard gain that he needed and drives it all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big 14-yard gain for the first down on that 4th down. Now we see the double package working with Mission Prep. They started out with a passing game. We also expected the run game right out the door with Jack Susang, but they started with the passing game, showed they got Howard in the backfield, or in the deep threat, and now they're showing Jack Susang. What do you think of that?
Well, I think that the jumbo package worked really well on that last one. They brought in the 2 fullbacks you can see here. And when you do that, you're able to pull less guys and get more guys to the point of attack.
Susang with the ball again on 1st and 10, and he gains a couple yards just short of the 25-yard line. So, yeah, I think this dual threat that we're seeing from Mission Prep, it's not something we've been able to see previous years because they've been a run-heavy offense.
Yeah, I like the philosophy. You know, we've seen basically when they have opportunities, they want to take them. But other than that, they kind of want to just churn out yards, grind out first downs. And that's what you need to do playing against a team like this. You want the time of possession in your favor and to grind down players that play both ways.
Second and 7 for the Royals. Tight formation up front. Susink with the ball again, looking for a squeeze up the middle, and he gains enough for the first down inside the 20-yard line. That puts him in the red zone as he's eyeing a touchdown, his first one of the night.
Well, what all this running is going to do is just going to soften up that zone for passes later, for play actions. You're going to get those linebackers coming up and filling. So if the Royals are able to keep pounding the ball with this jumbo package, they're going to be able to find some open space in the back, especially for their tight ends if they can leak them out.
And that is where we might see one more play before the end of the first quarter. 15 seconds on the clock right now as White is under center. They do snap the ball. Rolls out, does White to his left, and he's looking for the receiver. The pass is incomplete. Tyler Garrett was the target down on the 2-yard line at 4.1 seconds. What I thought was going to be no plays before the end of the quarter now turns out to be 2 plays.
That was a fantastic throw by the quarterback there. He was rolling to his left as a right-handed quarterback. It's a tough throw to get off, especially with your back foot there. And he gave him enough ability to make the catch. It's just a tough catch to make. You know, I'm sure if you asked the receiver there, he'd like to say that he would have it. But that's one of those ones where it was a good tight defense. It was nice for like Cavaliers to be able to stay home on that naked bootleg.
4.1 seconds here in the first frame. And that is a jump at the line of scrimmage.
Don't call it. It doesn't look like.
And with no flags on the field, the first quarter comes to a close. Our score here at Cavaliers Stadium, 6-6 Cavaliers versus Mission Prep Royals. We're all tied up. Mission Prep football is presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. We'll be right back.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
At Mama Leah's Pizzeria, we provide fresh ingredients, handmade pizza, wings, local beverages, and more. We're a family-owned, locally ran, family-friendly pizzeria serving fresh, hot pizza for our customers. Conveniently located off of Los Osos Valley Road, we're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call in an order at 805-439-1306 or visit us online at mamaleahsslow.com. Stay tuned after the game for our Mama Leah's Pizzeria Player of the Game.
As the teams have switched sides of the field, the Royals are still pushing forward.
Big play here, 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 for the Royals. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Kobe White under center, single back with him. And dragged down in with a short gain is Jack Susank, the senior running back. And that brings up 4th down. Now this is an interesting thing because Jack Susank can kick the ball. So
looks like they're bringing in the kicking team.
And Jack Susank's the kicker, so
really opens up your playbook for fake plays, for fake kicks too.
Yeah. So it's going to,
not that I think that's going to happen here.
When it's all said and done, it's going to be a 35-yard attempt from Jack Susank. 11:23 on the clock, and the clock is running. This could give the Royals a 3-point lead. The kick is up. The kick
and it's
is good. And we don't have a field goal sponsor, so
it's all you.
It's all us.
Man, better from 35 than he was from what, 22 for the PAT?
Yeah.
That's how we like to see it. But the Royals take their first lead of the game, up 9-6 on the Central Valley Christian Cavaliers.
And that 9-6 lead is this is the first time that they've trailed all season when they trailed 6-0. First time they trailed all year. First time they were tied all year when they tied the Cavaliers. Now this is the first time they've taken the lead in a contest because they trailed against Brentwood in game 1 the entire game.
Yeah,
so,
we touched on it a little bit. This was going to be a great first test kind of for both of these teams. I mean, Central Valley Christian opened up with Bakersfield Christian, but in the first game of the season, you never know what's going on with teams, especially in a COVID season like this. It can be just like that. You guys can lose players. But now that we have Mission and CVC on the same field here, CVC is obviously a division above Mission. It might be 2 divisions. Is there 2 divisions or just 1 division?
They changed it where they're not announcing divisions.
I guess there's not
later.
even divisions right now. So I'm thinking of last year, 2 years ago. But this is very inspiring to see, and hopefully we can keep it going.
If we look back to last year, it was 3 divisions.
3.
CVC was Division 3, Mission Prep was Division 6.
Right? Yeah.
But right now it's all up in the air because of equity and
competitive equity.
I don't know about that, so let's move on to football. Kicking off Mission Prep. This is the Mike Smith State Farm Kickoff, presented by Mike Smith State Farm. I want to make sure he gets his plugs.
I love it, yeah.
Jack Susank kicking it off from the 40-yard line. Back to receive is Munger for the Cavaliers. And here's the kick. It is deep.
Good kick.
And it's collected at the 4-yard line by Munger. And Munger works his way up the right hash mark before he is drilled to the ground at the 23-yard line as the officials come marching in to spot the ball. 11:06 on the clock.
Again, I think that was number 34 for Mission Prep, but I don't have a number here. I'm going to have to make some texts here at halftime, see if we can figure out who that is. He's making some good plays. Well, starting out there on the defense right now.
You know, somebody who's available that's not on the broadcast is Stephen Hodges. So I can just text Stephen, or if he's listening, he can tell us. And 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers, and that play gets shut down immediately by the Mission Prep defense. just not allowing anything.
Yeah, other than that first drive, that they were able to string together a couple of good runs and then 2 long passes there at the end. CVC's kind of struggled to get the offense moving here in their 2 subsequent possessions.
2nd and 9, small gain. Two receivers to his left, one to his right. 2 backs in the backfield for Baker. Baker throws down the line, and that pass is incomplete.
Yeah, basically what you see there is another way to run a screen pass without really having to block anyone. You put 2 receivers to the top, you have them run off, or have them run a slant, something like that, and you leak your receiver out to the top for a nice, easy catch as it's supposed to be there. But obviously we've seen a little bit of trouble from the CVC passing game today, especially in the short to intermediate routes.
Second quarter, 10:21 on the clock. Royals lead 9-6 over the Cavaliers here in the second frame. We're live from Visalia Prep Sports Network Television. Pass completed from Baker to Schwartz.
And Caden Elmerich was just able to get him to step out of bounds right there, saving a touchdown on that play. They ran the vertical route from the outside with the slant on the inside, and the quarterback was looking deep the whole way. That might have been a shot called in the huddle there.
A nice pass threading the needle is Baker to Schwartz. And that is enough for a Cavalier first down. 1st and 10 from their own 41 as Baker looks to the sideline getting the calls from the playbook. I think the PA announcer's listening to us. He repeated everything I just said.
Deja vu.
1st and 10. Baker working from the shotgun. Single back with him. Split receivers, 2 to each side.
He's looking at the top. Oh, had to
checks
come off
down, rolls out. That pass is incomplete as the receiver was pushed out of bounds on the coverage. Intended receiver, Josh Noweski.
That was great coverage there by Grant Callahan, your cornerback at the top of the screen. I don't know if you can kind of tell there, but Jaden Moore was really dug down deep in his stance at the top of the screen. It was the first time they've had him flexed out since the touchdown. He kind of seems to be given away when he's really the intended target there. And when the quarterback hit his back, he wanted to look at the top of the screen, but the pressure forced him to his right. Great defensive play there by Mission Prep.
And we have a timeout on the field. Timeout taken by the Cavaliers. Their first timeout, our second timeout with the teams. So we're going to take it with them. This is Mission Prep Football on Prep Sports Network, presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Proudly serving the Central Coast since 1966, California Fresh Market is pleased to be the presenting partner of Mission Prep Football. With locations in Pismo Beach and SLO, we're open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. California Fresh Market has it all, from a full-service coffee bar to an organic juice bar, sushi bar, full-service deli and catering. They fit all your needs at California Fresh Market. Local, independent, and fresh. We hope to see you soon. Go Royals!
And we're back on Prep Sports Network. 9-6 our score here in the second quarter. A quick recap of what's happened so far. The CVC Cavaliers struck first. Baker to Moore, 6-yard touchdown. And then White to Howard for a 34-yard strike. And then Jack Susan got the Royals the lead with a 35-yard field goal. And we are about to get underway. 2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers. Shotgun snap for Baker, and we have flags on the field.
Someone might have got an early start there.
You know, they say an early start's always a good thing, but football, it's not.
Yeah, there's a slight gray period there. You know, they teach on offense. You want to jump your own snap just a little bit, but he was even a little bit too early there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So that is going to put them in behind the sticks again, which is something that CVC has had trouble with today.
Pushed back 5 yards, now spotted at the 36-yard line as Baker looks to the sideline.
Yeah, and look for him here to kind of single out one of their better options, someone they think is one of their top athletes. It could be someone like Moore or someone like Munger. Look for them to try to maybe get some single coverage or a way to get them the ball in some space. Or they might just run it right down our throats.
2nd and 15 for the Cavaliers. Little trickery on that snap.
Ball's
and
out!
the ball's loose. Ball's loose. Jack Susing jumps on it. Bunch of Cavaliers jumping on it. And the ball coming out of the hands of Josh Sousa. And the official signal, Mission Prep ball. First down, Royals.
I thought that Susing fell on that, but he got out of the pile without the ball in his hand. Do we know who actually came up with it? And don't tell me it was number 34 because I don't know his name.
We'll look at the replay after the game.
All right. Great play, though.
So while we do this quick transition, first game of the season, after the game, I want to go talk to Coach, congratulate him, good win. He's in the locker room. I walk into his office. What's on the TV? Our broadcast.
Yeah.
Thanks to YouTube, he's like, I don't need to watch film. I got Prep Sports Network.
That's right, the beauty of technology.
So he was watching our film before he watched his own film. Made me feel special. 1st and 10 for the Royals on the turnover. A great fumble recovery by the Royals. 1st and 10 from the Cavaliers.
Double tight.
43-yard line. And this one goes to Drew Harrigan on the handoff. And Harrigan gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage like a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, Thanksgiving's coming up, by the way.
Yeah, that was one of the first times we've seen the Royals hit double tights there, and it's a nice way to make teams become balanced is what they say. They talk about it. When you line up even on both sides, it makes your defense also have to be balanced, which kind of makes it hard for them to disguise what it is they're going to do.
Colby White comes in from the sidelines with the play. Howard, the far side, the far receiver. New receiver is Tyler Garrett. 2 backs in the backfield for White. Harrigan takes the handoff as the running back, and he gains enough to get across the 35-yard line. They're going to spot him down at the 34, a yard shy of the first down. 3rd and 1 for the Royals.
So the awesome thing that we're seeing there is, I don't know if you guys can see it on the broadcast, but everybody for the Royals was lined up in the middle of the field, right, except for number 11, Howard, who's at the top of the screen. They've already hit Howard on the deep post. So what happened here with the Royals, or excuse me, with CVC, they had to take their safety and shade him all the way to the right. So they had 2 people covering Howard out in the middle of nowhere, which gave him a numbers advantage inside the box, which made it so they could reel off that 9-yard run and get it to a 3rd manageable here.
Mission Prep looking for a big win this season, and this is going to be the start of it as Harrigan runs the ball for the first down. And Harrigan taken down at the 31-yard line as that moves the sticks for the Royals as they inch closer for another strike here at the end zone.
Yeah, Harrigan does a good job of running behind his pads, right? He's not like the biggest guy, but you see him falling forward all the time because he has a good center of gravity and he stays low when he comes through the hole. He's oftentimes the one distributing the hit rather than taking it.
As White comes in from the sideline, one of the things that has benefited the Royals, I talked about in game 1, is the addition of the quarterbacks coach for Mission Prep, Eric Terry, coming up from Southern California, then at Diploma, now at Mission Prep, providing a lot of offensive experience for the quarterback. Rolls out, does Colby White. He runs out to his left side, looking for the sideline as he is drilled with the flags coming out.
That's going to be a penalty, yeah.
Laundry on the field.
And that will put Mission Prep in the red zone. And I hate to put him on blast here, but I'm pretty sure Jacob Butler got which way the play was going there, the wrong side, because he ran an out route to the right side of the field when the bootleg was to the left.
And Josh Sousa on that tackle, and he gets called for the penalty.
Well, we said it before the game. We want a Mission to stay out of those dumb penalties that you can avoid, and they have. And so far, CVC has had a couple of them with the pass interference on the opening drive and that penalty there, which is keeping Mission Prep not only in the game, but now they have the lead.
Yeah, it gives them a new set of downs as they get the yardage plus the penalty yards.
Sideline warning! Sideline warning!
As we get some acknowledgement from people around us of what they feel about the game.
Some spirited fans will say. Have skin in the game, it sounds like.
Yeah, definitely have some mustard on the table.
Maybe some kin in the game. Maybe I said that wrong.
Definitely some mustard on the table. We have a timeout as they discuss some stuff. We don't like to air their dirty laundry on TV, so we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is Prep Sports Network presentation of Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Hi, this is David Idell from Sunset Honda. We make car buying easy.
Like 0% financing or Sunset Honda's transparent lease, where there's zero due from you when you lease any new Honda.
Looking to cash in on your vehicle? Sunset Honda makes that easy too by offering $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book on your trade-in. Have another offer? Bring it. Worried about new car inventory? Don't be. Sunset Honda is packed with the vehicles you're looking for, and if you're thinking pre-owned, we have every option from Honda certified to our value lot filled with vehicles under $10,000.
Plus, Sunset Honda is offering our essential workers a $500 discount voucher on any pre-owned vehicle. No wonder Sunset Honda has been voted the best new car dealer in SLO County 7 years in a row.
And that's the Sunset Honda experience, where we make car buying easy. Get started today at sunsethonda.com.
0% for up to 48 months on 2021 HRV and Pilot models. 0% for up to 36 months on 2021 Odyssey and Passport models. For well-qualified buyers, Tier 1 through 3 through American Honda Finance. Essential worker discount on pre-owned vehicles only and can't be combined with other programs like Costco. Offers valid through 7/6/21. See dealer for details.
And we are back under action here at Cavaliers Stadium. 1st and 10 from the Royals, 12 yards to the touchdown. And under center, Kobe White, single back in the backfield, Drew Harrigan. The pitch to Harrigan. Harrigan gets a good block. He's looking for some room. He finds the corner, and he works around it. And that big block allowing him to gain some yardage coming by way of
you gotta love that number 75,
Caleb
Allen. Yeah, we were watching the same thing there. You love to see the big guys get out on the edge and run. He actually didn't end up making that great of a block, but you get out there, you get in the way, and you allow your guys to cut back inside.
You know, if I were to, my analysis, not that I analyze plays, I felt if Harrigan would have actually turned and ran around to the front of him, the block would have been there.
Yeah, he was kind of just. At that point, it doesn't matter. But hindsight's 20/20. Here's the pitch to Harrigan going the other way, and this time he's gobbled up in the backfield, and that is a loss on 2nd down for the Royals. Yeah, it looks like they went to the. Well, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your statement.
And going to the sidelines is Brant Munger. Looks like he has a stinger on the shoulder.
Yeah, he was the one that made the tackle. Looks like the Royals might have gone to the well once too many times there. Corner's getting hip to it and really shot in.
Harrigan to the sidelines. Susank back into the game. Jack Susank, the jack of all trades.
Got to TM that. Interesting thing right here for the Royals is they can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown.
3rd and 8 for the Royals now. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. That one's close to the line of scrimmage. This is deep pass into the left corner. Tyler Garrett comes in with the ball. They spot it.
It's a touchdown.
We're waiting for the official call. Give it to us. Give it to us. Give it to us. No call. No call.
It has to be a touchdown. He didn't put his hands up. I mean, he caught it in the end zone. I don't know what this ref at the bottom is doing, but that is a touchdown.
We're going to give it to him. Touchdown Royals. That touchdown, every touchdown this season by the Royals, presented by KD Capital, located at 1305 Vine Street in Paso Royals. Give them a call. 805-226-5550. Visit them at KD Cap MTG for all your mortgage needs.
Love the play call there. They just split everyone out, got the one-on-one at the bottom of the screen, and threw up the jump ball. That's one of those situations where you just got to throw it out there. You got to miss it to your left out of bounds, so if your guy doesn't catch it, nobody gets it. And that's exactly what happened. Is our broadcast?
No, we had a camera go dark. We do apologize if we didn't get that shot. We're bringing up the 2nd camera right now. Looks like we'll figure it out. Give us a minute. We'll be right back. You're listening to Prep Sports Network on Mission Prep Football on Prep Sports Network.
Slow Brew the Rock is home to a 30-barrel brew house, canning line, and tasting room. The Rock features a tap room restaurant, catering kitchen, and event space. The casual setting is centered around The Rock, with extensive landscaping, casual outdoor seating, and fire pits. The Rock boasts one of the largest venues in San Luis Obispo County for corporate functions, weddings, and other celebratory events. Open Tuesday through Sunday, noon to 8 p.m. It's the perfect pregame hangout spot before the next Mission Prep football game. Find us at 855 Aero Vista Place in SLO. Go Royals!
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football. Our score 16-6 following a touchdown strike from Colby White to Tyler Garrett.
That's who it was. Garrett on the touchdown there. I was still so worried about it. They never gave an official touchdown signal on the field. That was really bizarre. But we are in the Valley, so you never know.
Yeah. I was waiting. I didn't want to say it was official until it was official. They never gave it to us, but it went on the board. They kicked the extra point. Our camera went out. Everything went haywire. But we're still rocking and rolling.
Murphy's
jumping
Law,
and
right?
driving. We're live on the air. Prep Sports Network. This is presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
So 16-6 is not what we were expecting here, people.
No.
This is an awesome game by Mission Prep, an exactly perfect start to how you want it as Susain kicks this ball off with 5:55 to go.
And he collects it at the 5-yard line. Does Josh Noeski.
And Andrew Abadi makes a big tackle for Mission Prep down inside the 15-yard line. So now not only is CVC behind in the game, but they are way behind in the field position battle, which one of the small areas in football that maybe the common fan doesn't know about. But a lot of this is battling between the 30s, and you slowly want to win that field position battle. And now Mission Prep is in full control right here in the second quarter with 5:48 to go. They're able to put together a good defensive possession here. They're going to get the ball in great field position and have another opportunity to extend this lead before half.
16-6 is our score, 5:48 on the clock. The defense has done well to shut down the offense of the Cavaliers, and that is the Royals defense.
Oh!
That pass in over the middle, nearly intercepted by the Butler. The Butler almost did it again.
That's one of those ones I think right there where it's too good to be true. He wasn't expecting to hit him right between the numbers.
No, yeah. When you don't expect it to hit you in the numbers and it does, it startles you.
You can't be like, you're thinking, he can't throw it right to me. Oh, my God, he just threw it right to me. And maybe, so he plays defense.
So that we are at a 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. Pretty much the same spot San Luis. So the Mission Prep Royals had the ball when they ended the last drive. And this ball going out to the left side and going nowhere. This defense is stepping up hard for the Royals. They want to go into halftime with the lead the way it is, possibly bigger.
That was Ryan Audit right there coming through the line, busting through, making first contact. Wasn't able to make the tackle. But when you're able to wreak a little bit of havoc in the backfield like that, good things happen for your defense.
Carson Griffith goes to the bench as Jeremy Brigman checks in for the Cavaliers. And quickly running to the sideline is Zach Swart.
This could be that receiver screen again.
They had 12 men on the field. Now they got 11. Trips to his right.
And it's a fake.
The double pump. Now he's looking. That ball is swatted. And Baker got the ball swatted big. And I think I get to say it this time. Did the Butler do it?
I'm not sure.
No.
That was a great job by the Mission Prep defense there. They must have seen the same thing on film that we're seeing here. They spread them out. They wanted to go to the bubble screen again. They did a stalk and go on the bottom with both guys, one running a post. But again, that Mission front line is able to get to the quarterback fast enough to force him off of what he wants to do. A big part of this game so far for the defense has been that Mission Prep D-line getting up and into CVC. As CVC punts here. And just like we were talking about, they're going to get the ball on there in the CVC area. Oh, well, we were until we see all these flags down here at the bottom of the screen. So let's sort that out as play seems to get a little bit chippy here.
And coming through on the assist, Stephen Hodges, number 50 on our roster, is number 34 on the field. Mario Lorera. Sorry, Miss Lorera, Mario's mother. We do apologize for not being able to call baby boy on the field tonight. Mario Lorera doing some action for the Royals tonight. Now we can call his name more often.
His name is bolded on the sheet here, so I guess perhaps we should have known that. But I wonder if maybe he had a jersey problem. It might be one of those instances where he might have left his jersey at home. I don't know. I did that once in high school.
Steven says he is on Max Preps as number 34.
Okay.
The rosters on Max Preps were duplicated numbers sometimes.
Okay.
Players were duplicated somehow. Coach not a fan of Max Preps when it's connected to huddle. He says it all goes
Haywire?
haywire, and it becomes catastrophic. And that's why, for those who saw that tweet that lasted about 15 minutes, I posted that game time was 7 because Max Preps changed it. But nobody said that except Max Preps. So I was like, oh, Max Preps must be right? No, I was wrong. I immediately got a text from Coach, and I immediately deleted the tweet.
So I'm not sure what happened with those penalties there. I don't know if they were offsetting, but the ball seems to be exactly where it would have been either way. So that appears to be the case.
Yes. 1st and 10 for the Royals following the punt. 46-yard line of the Cavaliers. They do not have to venture across the 50 because they are already there. 4:45 on the clock. And a flag on the play.
You hate to see a delay a game after a change of possession.
Especially, how is it, first off, how is that a delay of game when they spent the last hour trying to talk over a dual infraction? You know, like.
Yeah, they must have reset the clock and Mission didn't get the play in fast enough or didn't see it or who knows. That's why I said it's unfortunate to ever see
I don't get it.
A penalty after a change of possession or a timeout or something like that. We've had a lot of downtime here.
But the Royals fans have traveled well coming over from the coast. Not a bad drive coming through Hanford.
Not a real pretty drive. Not a lot to look at, but overall, not that difficult.
Somebody took a nap.
Yeah, sure did.
That was me while I drove.
You know, I thought about looking out the window and just seeing cow, dead grass, cow, and you know, after the 15th cow, I kind of got over it.
And as they talk it over, I know they're talking this over. Like, are we gonna book them with 5-yard delay of game?
Who knows what's going on here? Let's get this show on the road, huh?
Well, while they're killing time, I just want to say there's a number of D1 players right now that are on the roster that are potentially have the opportunity to play this season. We'll come back to that. We're underway here. 1st and 10 for the Royals. They did not book him with a penalty. And that's a deep pass.
Wheel.
Kardashian under coverage from Noeski, and that pass comes up short.
So I'm not certain if that was an intentional wheel. A lot of times you have built-in adjustments to your play. If you run the flat route and you hit the sideline, you can turn it up there. But regardless, they're looking for the quick slant or the arrow, and he turned it up the field. But I think they called holding there on one of the Mission Prep O-line, which is going to back the Royals back up into their own territory.
That was holding on the offensive line. That is a 10-yard penalty.
Then why are they so far back all of a sudden?
Because
that seems like a lot longer than 10 yards.
Okay, maybe it wasn't at the spot of the. It's a spot.
Maybe it was a personal foul.
It was a holding at the spot of the foul.
That doesn't seem right.
I don't know. It's a mile long till you get to our first down here at Cavalier Stadium.
Oh no!
And that is off the face mask for Dashing. An intercept by Zach Schwartz. It's going to be Cavaliers ball here at 4 with 4:30 left on the clock. First down, Central Valley Christian in Mission Prep territory.
And that is absolutely the last possible thing you want to happen if you're Mission Prep here. You got the lead. You're going to the half. You've suffocated this team to have no life. If you just get down and run out the clock, you go in with the score, with a 10-score advantage. Now if they're able to score here, they get themselves right back in the game. That is a huge mistake for the Royals there, and hopefully their defense can stand up because you don't want to give a team like this momentum, especially going into halftime.
1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at the 27-yard line, sniffing the red zone, sniffing the end zone. They smelling blood in the water. There's chum on the field. Following that big interception by Schwartz. off the face mask of Kardashian. This pass from Baker is complete as he scoots up the middle, and Dunn is taken down by Susank. It's a 6-on-6 tackle.
And just like that, you feel that? You feel that? There's a little bit of momentum swinging this direction here.
The pendulum has shifted. The weight is turning. The scales are tipping. Some adjustments need to be made here on the Royals to slow this Cavaliers momentum. Baker working from the shotgun, hands off the snap, and going nowhere quickly is running back.
Ryan Audit,
Dominic Maxfield.
Ryan Audit's been having a great game, the interior D-line down there for the Royals. He's been playing big, playing stout, making himself almost a two-gapper in there.
It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Cavaliers. They are in the red zone now. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line, that is. Somewhere in the between there. The gray area. Shotgun snap for Baker.
Yep.
Looking for the receiver over the middle. And incomplete to Schwartz.
So I almost said it before the play, but as we've seen a couple times here, when they get to that second, third and short, they like to attack the middle of the field, right? The quarterback doesn't seem to have the strongest arm. They don't want to test those deep out routes. They don't want to test those far side throws. Those throws right in front of you are right there, easy, and they're perfect for this for the red zone right there. They had a wide open receiver there in Zach Zwart, but he was not able to hold on to the ball. And it looks like they've brought in their stud, Jaden Moore, again here for third down.
3rd and 11 for the Cavaliers. They are 14 yards from the end zone. They are down by 10. 3:15 on the clock here till halftime. Baker steps back, throws into the left corner of the end zone, over the receiver's head, out of the reach of his hands, and unable to come down with it is Jaden Moore in the end zone.
Guess who? That's what we told you. Every time they've brought him in, they've looked to give him the ball. We touched on it from the beginning. I hadn't even really seen the stats, but when I saw Jaden walking around the field, I said, that kid's probably going to be a problem because he just has that frame and that size and that speed that you look for a good tight end, outside receiver, whatever it is.
4th and 11. They keep the unit on the field. No special teams here. They're not going to let this one ride out that way.
And Mission's going to take a look at how they line up. They're going to take a timeout. I think it's Mission's taking the timeout.
And we'll take a timeout with them. This is Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market, driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than 4 walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football. We got what's turning out to be a tight race down the stretch here in the first half. It is going to be 4th and 11 for the Cavaliers. Ball spotted at the 14.5-yard line. It is 11 yards to go for the first down, 14.5 for the touchdown. 3:07 on the clock. Cavaliers down by 10 to the Royals. Our score is 16-6. The Royals looking to go 2-0 here in this early season. Cavaliers looking to get to 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a flag on the play. A jump at the line of scrimmage.
Chase Womack got too excited, left early, and just before that play, you saw they took number 8, Jaden Moore, and they put him tight in the slot there. They're moving him all over the place. That's going to be a guy that I would imagine them or Munger, maybe Dunn. They're going to try to get the ball here on this play. But
4th and 16 now. It's a different ball game now. It's
obviously no faith in their kicker from any kind of distance.
They're going to. At this point, you're really looking just for a touchdown strike because it's a 3-yard difference between a touchdown strike and a first down. As Baker gets under pressure, and he's
Fumble!
dragged down in the backfield, and the ball comes loose, and coming up with it is Jeffrey Ritchie. Jeffrey Ritchie comes up with the ball as Baker is dragged to the ground by Isaac Townsend of the Royals, saying, "You're not throwing that tonight."
Well, it doesn't matter that there was a fumble and they picked it up because it was 4th down already. So the Royals are able to avert disaster after that interception, and now they have the ball, 2 minutes and 57 seconds to get in their 2-minute offense and potentially extend their lead here before halftime.
No, that fumble was a crucial fumble, though, because now the Royals get the ball 1st and 10 from the 30 when the ball was originally spotted at the 19-yard line.
Absolutely, field position matters, but what I was just saying is they have the ball. That's the most important
I know
part.
what you're saying, man. I'm just giving you a hard time. It's your first day on the show. We got to do that.
I like it. Bottom of the screen.
1st and 10. Howard on the bottom of your screen. And they're not looking to Howard. They're looking to Shoesink in the scrum, and there's a fumble on the play.
Oh, no.
And it's going back the other way. Cavaliers come back up with it.
Just something you absolutely can't have, especially from your senior star. You need to be able to have some ball security there, but we've seen the Mission Prep defense come up big a couple times, especially in the second quarter. Let's see if they can do it again. And first of all, keep CVC out of the red zone and have one of those bend but don't break defenses.
And Josh Sousa coming up with that key grab following the fumble by Mission Prep. And the ball keeps going back. The ball was originally just a couple plays ago at the 14-yard line, and now it's back at the 34-yard line. 20 yards in just a couple plays here. And 2 possession changes and all that. And that pass out to the right side is a 3-yard gain for the Cavaliers.
Mario Luera on the tackle. Finally, we get to say his name.
Luera coming up big.
Pick up the 3 on the play, makes it 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7. I'm glad the home address announcer had to think about that one for a second after he subtracted 3 from 10. I'm just trying to have a good time tonight, people. It's a little warm. I'm a little delirious, but we're getting by. 2nd and 7 for the Cavaliers. Checks down his receivers is Baker. This one's a deep pass into the corner, and that one's thrown out of bounds as the intended target was Jaden Moore, and he was in triple coverage. I don't know if that was the best pass this moment.
Mission's done a great job, the DBs today, on the pump and goes. That's the 3rd one to my memory that they've run today. I mean, to their credit, they haven't really ran a lot of receiver screens, so the pump and go is hard to work when you don't run any hitches or screens. But staying home in and of itself is a big deal, especially with big-time athletes with big-time speed like Moore.
The difference between game 1 and game 2 is the defense in game 1 chased the quarterback out of the pocket. Baker's been doing a great job holding his own inside the pocket. Steps back. This is a pass over the middle, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Chapman Moore.
And once again, it's the pressure from the interior line there. The receivers are actually getting open. They're finding themselves open in the secondary, but the interior D-line, those interior 4 dudes, are getting so much pressure that it's disrupting all the passing game for CVC.
And we are down at 4th down, and we have a timeout on the field. Central Valley Christian wants to think this one over on 4th down, 4th and 7 at the 2-minute warning. Not something we get to talk about much in high school football. 2-minute warning, we're going to take it with them. You listen to Prep Sports Network on with Mission Prep Football.
At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than 4 walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
What is most important to you? At Mike Smith State Farm, giving you the right insurance advice to protect the life you're living and the people you love is our highest priority. Give us a call at 805-546-8393. We represent a company large enough to have your back, but an office small enough to care.
And welcome back to Cavalier Stadium. This is Brian Stanley, my partner in crime tonight, Connor Allen. We have 4th and 7 for the Cavaliers. 2 minutes on the clock here in the second quarter. Baker steps back to pass over the middle.
Oh!
And he's looking to bounce it off one receiver to complete to the next.
You know who it was?
And nobody there.
He's wearing white. He's serving your food. He's bringing it in. It was the butler. Come on, you know.
The butler did it. Intended target was Josh Sousa. And that's a turnover on downs. Back-to-back drives that we've seen turnover on downs by the Mission Prep defense as they continue to push hard. Now we just got to clean up those offensive mistakes. We saw a couple turnovers early in this half by the offense, one on their last possession that gave the ball back in good field position, but the defense stepped up.
Yeah, one of our main keys of the game was that the Royals couldn't turn the ball over, and they have today, but they're still up in the turnover margin due to CVC.
As everybody comes to the line, Howard on the far side of the screen, Garrett on the near side in the backfield with White. White is under center in the backfield. It is for the Royals is.
And that's. Tell him what you want to tell him. Remember, we had him up here.
Yes.
It's not exactly in the context of his favorite play of when to use it, but.
That is the victory formation, though we are not in victory formation yet. We're just trying to get to halftime. Kevin Hitchin, athletic director of Mission Prep, hanging out with us before pregame, having a good conversation. And he said his favorite formation in football is the victory formation. Not because it's called the victory formation, just the way it's ran. I wasn't really paying attention, honestly. He was talking to you. I was trying to set up the equipment while you were having a great conversation. So go ahead and fill us in just a little bit more there.
Yeah, well, the victory formation is just a formation where you have to put one guy deep back. It turns out looking like a V, and you only do it at the end of the game to take a knee to run the clock out. I like the decision there by head coach David Schuster. Last time they came out with 3 minutes to go, what'd they do? They tried to go down and score. First play, they hand the ball off, they fumble it, and coach decides, you know what? I'll take a 10-point lead at half. Let's pack up. Let's go get some adjustments. Let's get some orange slices and some Gatorade and come back out here in the second half.
I think this is the wisest move. Like, you're going to run the clock out anyways. What's the point of risking a turnover?
Well, if you're just not going to call your plays with confidence, then don't call them, right? If you don't have anything you're confident in and going 75 yards right now, then don't do it. You don't need to. You have the lead. You can go back at half, make some adjustments, and come out in the second half and be ready and hopefully make some tweaks to the things you saw, and you can improve your game plan.
And you can hear some boos from the home crowd over the wall very faintly. Some of the home crowd don't like the way they're playing the football game right now, choosing to wait till the third quarter to regain the action. Let's regroup. Let's refresh. I think this is a wise move for any football team when you have a 10-point lead and you come in as the underdog. And it's simply you're the underdog based on division. We're not talking about caliber of talent. We're talking about last year, Division 6 team versus a Division 3 team. So, talent is talent. On any given day, any dog can win a fight. It doesn't matter who you are. You can go out there and have a great day. And just, on the drive over here, we were talking about playing sports, and you don't play basketball much anymore because you don't want to get injured because of the lack of proper medical coverage for an ACL or MCL or a broken ankle. And I told you, my last game of basketball I ever
8th grade.
It was 8th grade. That was my best game I ever played. My best game ever, and that was my day. That was my day. I got one day of basketball. The gods opened their doors and shined down their light on me and said, "You may play basketball like a god for one day." And I remember that like it was the greatest day of my life playing basketball, and I've never been able to recreate that. So, it's okay.
Just to touch on what you're saying, and basically what I would say is that was a picture-perfect first half for Mission Prep.
Minus a couple small mistakes.
But from the standpoint of you're up 10 on a team that if you would have told Coach Schuster you get a 10-point lead going into halftime, he would have said, I don't care what happens, I'll take that. Yeah, they gave up a couple fumbles here and there, but they're up 10. They are controlling this play. I wasn't calculating how many plays each team has run, but I'm almost fairly certain that it's tilted in Mission Prep's favor quite a bit.
Just slightly, yeah.
And that's something that the Mission Prep Royals want. And just as we said, they're able to take control of the game and take advantage of their opportunities when they have them. Now they go into half, and they can regroup. Like we said, get some water. Both of these teams are smaller teams. These are private schools, so they need to get some rest. And I'm excited to see what they're able to draw up here in the second half. It seems like they had a really good game plan coming in, and I can only imagine from what they've seen, they were able to pick it apart a little bit further and hang their hat on some of the things that they've seen so far, right? They know that they have some of the better athletes on the field. They know, excuse me as I knock over your water there. They know that Jamar Howard can take it the distance every play. They know Susank is one of the best running backs that they have and that he's been powering it even though he fumbled it. So I think that overall that was a really inspiring half for Mission Prep, and I look forward to see what they can do here in the second half.
As I look at my notes, I noticed my printer decided to cut off the bottom page. But let's go. I want to give people some perspective of who CVC is here. As I borrow yours because it's a little slightly more complete because I had some technical issues this weekend. Minus last season, the COVID season, that's a really inaccurate perspective of any high school, college team out there because players were allowed to sit out. Players were allowed to, with no repercussions, hey, we don't like you. We understand. We'll see you in 2021. So let's look back beyond that for Central Valley Christian. In 2019, Central Section Division III runner-up. 2018, Central Sequoia League champs, CIF Division IV champs, and state runner-up Southern SoCal Regional champs. 2016 quarterfinalists. 2015 quarterfinalists. 2014 Division IV runner-ups. 2013 semifinalists. So this team has a pedigree behind it of winning. Their head coach, Mason Hughes, 13th season with the program, 78-58, a winning record for a coach. High school coaches, not all high school coaches are out of school with a winning record. They start off slow, and they take some time to get going.
I'd argue that most probably have losing records.
I didn't want to say that, but thank you. I agree 100% about that. So this team, and if you want to go a little bit deeper, looking at my notes here about this team, Mission Prep last year lost one guy to graduation. Caden Cheney, that was on the active roster, that was a senior that played last year. One guy. They had some guys that set out last year because of COVID concerns that are returning. Okay, so they have a lot of experience back. Central Valley Christian this year lost 7 seniors in the 2020 season to graduation. 19 players from last year's roster are returning.
Yeah.
That plays a big factor on what you're doing on the field the next year. How many guys are you returning? Also, you got to look at your JV squad. But when you're looking at a private school, your JV squads aren't always the strongest because you have such a small number pool. Those who play football are on varsity. And those who don't know how to play football, they start on JV. And then you teach them to play football, and when they get to the varsity level, they're ready to play varsity.
Correct.
But if you're a freshman, you know how to play football, you're on varsity. Welcome to the party. Just because small schools have such a low pool to choose from. Granted, some schools have bigger numbers, but we're talking about Mission Prep here, 300 body. That's a small school. Now, something I was trying to get a hold of in the middle of the first half, Mission Prep has a number of players that have already suited up or are suiting up this weekend in Division I programs. And it's something I want to point out in our broadcast. First one I want to point out is Brian Kowal, getting some action last week against Hawaii at the University of Los Angeles, better known as UCLA.
Bruins,
baby. I'm not a Bruins fan, but that's what you
are
say.
now.
That's what you got to say. Yeah, no, I'm a fan of any player from the Central Coast, wherever school they go to. I'll become a fan of that school just a little bit, unless they're playing my Spartan up. And then that leads me to my Spartans. Week 1 against Southern Utah, Asani Berkeley suits up for the Spartans. A true freshman suiting up for the Spartans. Didn't see any game time, but he was on the field ready to go, warming up with the team. And I was ready and eager, ready to see him get into that game. I had my camera there. Every time he was in a huddle, I was with coach. I was sending pictures to coach. Coach, look at this, coach. And
I saw you on Twitter. I saw you posting on Twitter too with all the stuff. I was excited to watch your post file in.
And then we have Dalton Strauss, that is at Wyoming. Mm-hmm. He from what I've been told by Stephen Hodges, Strauss has grown a beard and fits right into the world of Wyoming.
Does he like to fish?
I'm sure he
That's
does.
all it takes, I think.
I think you're almost there, right? and then we got another Mountain West kid up at Nevada, born battle ready, up there with Coach Norvell, and that is Carlton Brown III, who's on the roster. I believe he's going to suit up tomorrow in the season opener for the Wolfpack.
No school in the country has tapped the Central Coast quite like the Wolfpack in the last 5 years, right?
Yeah, the Wolfpack have Carlton Brown now. They have still on the roster. They have a Toatawa. They have Elijah Cooks on the roster. They have really worked hard here on the Central Coast.
And it's paying off. They're a great school. They've had a good couple of years. Who'd have thunk? There's good players in the Central Coast.
Lastly, Braden Farr is at Dort. So those are our players that are going to be around on Saturday afternoons, Saturday evenings, and we have the Pac-12 team with Kowal, and tomorrow Asani Berkeley and the Spartans take on USC in their opener and their road opener, and the Trojans home opener, and that should be interesting for me. But let's get back to this. I always like to talk a little outside of where we're at here. We got a few minutes. I'm going to go over the scores, and then we're going to go take a commercial break so we can have a breather, because I've been talking a lot here.
Yeah, we can also do some, if you want to, we have time, some updates from some scores around the county. Is that what you're talking about?
We'll come back to that.
Okay,
we're gonna play a couple commercials, and then we'll be right back, because they're going to come back on the field and warm back up. So we still got some time. But just to recap the scoring drive here in the first half, it started out with Max Baker connecting with Jaden Moore for a 6-yard touchdown strike, 7:36 in the first quarter. And then a minute 39 later, White to Moore for Mission Prep, 34-yard touchdown strike, tying the score back up. Both teams missed extra points there. 6-6 our score. 11-12 in the second quarter. Jack Susang gives the Royals their first lead of the game with a 35-yard field goal. And then White again on the board with a touchdown to Tyler Garrett, 10-yard strike at 5:55. So we got a couple prime candidates right now: Tyler Garrett, Jamar Howard, and Colby White, all running for the Mama Leah's Pizza Player of the Game. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market, driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Old San Luis Barbecue, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Royals football in the 2021 season. Established in 2010, they are SLO County's best Santa Maria-style barbecue. A couple of locations to choose from in San Luis Obispo, one on Higuera, one on Broad. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays even later, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. A great spot to stop by after Mission Prep's next win. Located in the Laguna Village Shopping Center, Grocery Outlet is proud to support Mission Prep football for the 2021 season. At Grocery Outlet, You'll find name brand groceries and farm fresh organic produce for 40 to 70% less than conventional grocery stores. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. We hope to see you soon at Grocery Outlet, a proud supporter of the Mission Prep Royals. Proudly serving the Central Coast since 1966, California Fresh Market is pleased to be the presenting partner of Mission Prep Football. With locations in Pismo Beach and SLO, we're open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. California Fresh Market has it all, from a full-service coffee bar to an organic juice bar, sushi bar, full-service deli and catering. They fit all your needs at California Fresh Market. Local, independent, and fresh. We hope to see you soon. Go Royals!
Slow Brew the Rock is home to a 30-barrel brew house, canning line, and tasting room. The Rock features a tap room restaurant, catering kitchen, and event space. The casual setting is centered around The Rock, with extensive landscaping, casual outdoor seating, and fire pits. The Rock boasts one of the largest venues in San Luis Obispo County for corporate functions, weddings, and other celebratory events. Open Tuesday through Sunday, noon to 8 p.m. It's the perfect pregame hangout spot before the next Mission Prep football game. Find us at 855 Aero Vista Place in SLO. Go Royals!
Hey Zach, I'm having a get-together this weekend. Do you know where I might be able to find some of the best USDA choice and prime meats on the Central Coast?
Have you tried California Fresh Market?
Yeah, but I also need to go somewhere with organic produce.
California Fresh Market has that too.
Okay, what are you going to tell me next? That they have a sushi bar, fresh salad bar, and full-service bakery?
Look, I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while. Check out California Fresh Market in Pismo Beach and San Luis Obispo. They have you covered. A proud partner of Mission Prep Football.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football, a game that is presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. I am Brian Stanley. Joining me tonight up in the skybox is going to be the lovely cameraman, Thomas Bowden, always arriving in the nick of time, doing everything he can to earn his credits at Mission College Prep. He's a wonderful young man. Glad to have him on staff this season. And my partner in crime filling in for the great Stephen Hodges is the wonderful Connor Allen. Connor, you were looking at the out-of-town scoreboard. What we got going on?
Yeah, I'll update with you guys with a couple of scores from around SLO County. We'll start in the North County. Paso actually played last night, for those of you that don't know, against one of the top teams in the section, against Buchanan. Paso Robles dropped that game 48-0. Lompoc played Cabrillo today, and they're up 56-0. That game's already over. Templeton, who's facing Liberty in Madera, is up 22-7 at halftime. Atascadero is playing Newberry Park from Thousand Oaks, and they are trailing currently 33-7 in the third quarter. And last but not least, we've got the San Luis Obispo versus AG game I'm sure you guys are all interested in. And the Eagles are up 35-14 in the third quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Brian.
Wow, 35-14, the Eagles are up. I expected a lot more out of San Luis Obispo, and I thought the Eagles were on a downward trend of late based on last season. So that makes me wonder where those two programs really are as we gear up in the season. And I'm not trying to maybe Rio Grande's back on top, and I'm just completely misjudging what my expectations are for them. And San Luis Obispo is still up there, and they're just playing a team that's going lights out crazy right now with a Rio Grande who's been known to do that. Or they're both falling down the tier ladder, and one team is just going to really have a rough season, and the other team's going to limp through it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think that SLO had their best team in a decade last year, and it helped when they brought up all those guys as freshmen, and they were in their senior year last year. I think for SLO to have a chance to be AG any year, it has to be one of SLO's best years, one of AG's worst years. I think both teams are a little down this year, but given the chance, I'm always going to take AG in that game. Just bigger players, better athletes.
Yeah.
As we generally see. You know, what do they say? What's the number one thing people say about AG? Is they don't have down years, they just reload.
Yeah. Yeah, they have off years.
Yeah.
They have off years. They don't have down years. They have off years. And they go reload. They just go out to the farm, and they go see what Mama June and Uncle Troy have out there going on. And they get Big Bubba, and they get Little Ray, and they get Billy Bob, and, you know, I'm making up some names here. No offense. There's just some names that come to mind. Some people I think that would work on a farm.
I tell you what, I'd really like to meet a Billy Bob from AG.
I found a William Roberts on the roster the other day. Of
Bill.
Somebody. And I'm
Billy
like,
Bob. That's a funny one. That'd be a great avatar name for any kind of fake name. William Roberts, Billy Bob.
But it was a real name.
I never thought about that.
William Roberts. It's like, can we call him Billy Bob?
I would have. I'd call him Billy Bob. If you're his friend, I think you're obligated to call him Billy Bob.
William Roberts. That was a great movie. I don't know movie you know what I'm talking about. Varsity Blues. It's rated R.
I thought you were talking about a movie called Billy Bob for a second. I was like,
Oh,
I haven't
Varsity
seen that
Blues.
one.
Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues, fantastic movie.
Yeah, Billy Bob.
More of a Bad News Bears guy myself.
Yeah. Longest Yard.
Bad Santa.
Santa.
We're talking Billy Bob movie.
Billy Bob Thornton movie.
Yeah.
Let's just get down to it. I think Bad Santa 2 is even better.
I'm down for any blasphemous Christmas movie. I think it's always a funny concept.
And we are getting underway here in the third quarter, starting second half action. Kicking off the Cavaliers, back to receive for the Royals. Here we go. That kickoff returned. We're looking for a number. Howard with it.
He's got a crease.
Howard working it. He's over the middle. He's across the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Royals. That was an impressive. Break that one down for us.
Well, we said from the very beginning, since we saw the long touchdown on the post route, Howard is the best athlete on the field tonight. He's proven it time and time again. They gave him a crease right there in the middle. They built a little bit of a wedge. You're not really supposed to build wedges anymore. They say that, but you can still do it. You can make them smaller and smaller and smaller. So they built the wedge. It made a crease. That's all he needed. He bursted right down the middle, and he was a good 10, 15 steps ahead even as he jogged into the end zone there. What an amazing, picture-perfect way to start the second half for the Royals.
And that touchdown brought to you by KD Capital Mortgage Corporation. Contact them for all your needs financially. They are located at 1305 Vine Street in Paso Robles. Give them a call, 805-226-5550, or visit them at KD Cap MTG for all your mortgage needs. Great job right there for Howard. A huge return.
And somebody just took the lead, commanding lead, I dare say, in the player of the game.
And we have a fake as White rolls out, tries to avoid the tackle. He is pulled to the ground, and that extra point no good as Josh Noeski in on the tackle. Our score 22 to 6. 22 to 6
Yeah, real
as
funky
Howard runs that one down. What do you think that was? Like a 92-yarder? I don't know.
I'd say 94.
We'll say 90 plus.
Long. We'll say a long one.
These aren't official stats, people. These are just for notes.
You saw it on the film, people. You tell us.
You tell us. Write it down in the chat section as you're giving us some notes here. Great job, JJ. I appreciate that coming from Marcy Dallin. JJ, that's Jamar Howard. They call him in the locker room, JJ. And
I'll call him anything he wants if he keeps running back kicks like that.
I told my mom a long time ago, call me anything you want, but late for dinner.
You told your mom that?
Yeah. She calls me some names.
My mom would have hit me if I said that.
I just don't want her to call me late for dinner, okay? I like my dinner time. I like having supper. I'm a big boy. Okay, and we're underway in the Mike Smith State Farm touchdown, or kickoff coming right up following the Capital Mortgage touchdown. And Jack Susank with the kickoff. This one pulled in at the 7-yard line. And going the other way are the Cavaliers as Parker Jones pulls that one in. And Jones is pulled down at the 25-yard line. First and 10. Cavaliers ball at their own 25-yard line, moving left to right.
Great tackle there by Caden Elmrick. Important tackle. You don't want to go back-to-back kickoff returns there for touchdowns, right?
You do not, as we'll pull up the in camera. There we go, telling our fans what we're doing on the production side of things. As we get fancy with it. 22-6 our score. 3:38 is the time on the clock. Third quarter. A good lead for the Royals. And pulled down at the line of scrimmage is Dominic Maxfield. And pulling him down is Jacob Butler.
It's going to be interesting to see. That was the first offensive play we've seen in the second half, but both of these teams go in. And football, more so than most sports, is a game of adjustments that can be made and that can sway things in the second half. So let's see who found the advantages here.
Max Baker steps back, working from the the right hash mark, and off the fingertips of his receiver, Chapman Dunn.
Yeah,
he's midfield.
He's proven an ability to get open today, but he has not proven to be able to squeeze the rock. And that is something that will make your quarterback irate. That's the quick way to stop getting balls thrown your way. It's not only drop him, Brian, but to drop him across the middle and tip him up in the air where anyone can intercept him. That's the worst kind of drop you can have.
Yes, that's what we saw on that interception that went off the face of Kardashian.
Yep. Off
his face mask, up in the air, went the other way.
Big third down here.
Max Baker working on a 3rd and 7 from the 28-yard line. And a reverse on the give and go there. And going nowhere quickly is Josh Sousa. And Sousa pulls it up to a 4th and 5. A 4th and long 5.
So this is a picture-perfect start to the second half for the Royals. You get a special teams touchdown with, I don't know if you look at the stats for high school football, but for pro football and college football, if you get a special teams touchdown, you win the game like 85% of the time. It's something overwhelming like that. So to get a special teams touchdown and then go a quick 3 and out, this is a great start for Mission Prep.
Howard back to receive the punt. They're going to let this one just sell out of bounds.
What field position? Where's that ref running? He's running past where the ball is now. It went out of bounds. Thank you. Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how he goes to the 40 and then walks 5 yards, but
we'll take it.
45-yard line.
Awfully quiet in this crowd right now, isn't it, Brian? I can't hear. I mean, I have big headphones on, but can you hear anything? Our camera guy's saying there ain't no sound going on right now. People are a little shell-shocked here in Visalia.
I hear the visiting crowd with the headphones on more than I hear the home crowd, and they're below us.
Yeah.
I hear that drum, though. Been hearing that
drum
all night.
I like the addition of those empty drum barrels. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Working under center, quick snap off the line. Jack Susank trying to find some room outside the tight end on the right side, and he's tripped up before he gets to the 50 at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Mission Prep going back to the power game with 2 big bruising fullbacks in the back, basically an extra lineman back there, and just kind of lining up and telling you, we dare you to stop us. You know where we're going to go. It's going to be big on big. Used to call that Bob blocking back in the day. And basically what it's allowing to do, Mission Prep to do, is enforce their will.
Handoff from White. And this one, couple-yard gain. And Jack Susank gaining a couple yards. Brings up 3rd down and a long 3 for the Royals. 3rd and 3. They're probably going to keep it on the ground at this point. They don't want to put the ball up in the air, risk the turnovers. The ground is a safer bet when you're trying to control the ball.
Yeah, that's what we said at the end of the first half, though, and then that handoff went for a fumble. So I agree with you. But sometimes these are great times to take shots. But since they have no one lined up wide, I don't see it.
22-6.
Oh, nice.
Offsides. from the defense.
Great time for a hard count. They haven't done it really all day, and they missed with the snap count the play before. They manipulated with a quick count. Great job.
And that right over our, right over my line of sight. So I saw that immediately. I knew who jumped. And that's a first down, 1st and 10 for the Royals. That's not going to help the Cavaliers at this point. They're just shooting themselves in the foot now as the Royals are shooting fish in a barrel, trying to get this win. 22-6 is the score. A 16-point lead for the Royals.
Yeah, and this is just big man football Mission Prep's running here. They're bringing in the big guys. It's basically a blast or a power. They're having everyone blocked down, and they're bringing the two guys. One guy's going to kick out. It's the big number, 74, I think?
Yeah.
Is R.J. Esmond. And he's kicking out. The other fullback's leading up, and then Susang just follows his big guys, and you fall forward for what? 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's what they talk about, classic football, right? That's what Mission Prep's trying to do here in the second half, put a stranglehold on this game with power football.
2nd and 6 for the Royals. 2nd and a long 6, that is. Lined up with the power going to the right. And Susang finds the room. He's off to the races trying to beat his last defender. And he drags him inside the 10. Does Jack Susang, dragging Munger with him, saying, hey, we're going to go find that end zone. You want to come with me, Munger? And he takes him down inside the 10-yard line, and they're sniffing the end zone now.
So I gave the credit to R.J. Esmond on the last play, but that was Caleb Alem. Absolutely devastating block on the kick out there. You don't usually see that on the stat sheet. It doesn't show up. He just fully pancaked his outside defender there, which gave Susang such a huge alley to run through. Underrated block there. Let's see if he does it again. Those outside linebackers are not wanting any part of that.
Big set to the right. We know where they're going to run it. We know who's going to get the ball. Jack Susang up the middle, sniffing the end zone, down to the 1-yard line now on 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Rinse and repeat, Brian. Same play again. That's 3 times in a row. If you can't stop it, then why would you stop running it? You got to prove to us that you can stop the play, and until you do, we're going to run it right down your throat. And this is what I was talking about with adjustments. Mission must have seen something in the film where they're winning on that right side of the offensive line. Their down blocks are winning. The kick-out blocks are there, and they've run right down this field, run the same play.
Quick snap. Jack Susang
once again
into the end zone. Touchdown, Royals. That touchdown, every Mission Prep touchdown presented by KD Capital Mortgage. Your home for your mortgage needs located at 1305 West Vine Street. I don't know if it's West Vine Street, but 1305 Vine Street. I'm adding West in there for no reason. In Paso Robles, give them a call, 805-226-5550. And go ahead and take it away.
Man, that was fantastic drive. This is, the crowd here is absolutely shocked. We were talking about it earlier. This is quiet. This is probably one of the most lopsided games they've had in a couple years, at least to this point right now. Mission Prep found something at halftime. The answer was power football with a sprinkle, a little dash, if you will, of Jamar Howard, J.J. Howard, as you say they call him in the locker room. And they're able to stretch their lead out here to hopefully 30-6.
So right now, 2 front runners for the Mamma Mia's Pizzeria player of the game. And it's going to be, right now, my 2 picks right now, I'm going to say it, 3 picks. We got to have 3 to pick from. And if we end up in a tie, our tiebreaker always becomes Mr. Thomas Bowden. But here we go, the extra point. Jack Susang always coming in to clean up his dirty work. Here it is. Kick is up. This one is good. It is a 29-6 ball game. A 23-point lead for the Royals now. Holy smokies.
Shnikes.
We're going to take a quick timeout.
Jinkies, Batman.
And I'll tell you who our 3 prime candidates right now are for the Mamma Mia's Pizzeria player of the game. And here's their commercial just for a good laugh.
At Mamma Lia's Pizzeria, we provide fresh ingredients, handmade pizza, wings, local beverages, and more. We're a family-owned, locally ran, family-friendly pizzeria serving fresh, hot pizza for our customers. Conveniently located off of Los Osos Valley Road, we're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call in an order at 805-439-1306 or visit us online at mamaliasslow.com. Stay tuned after the game for our Mamma Lia's Pizzeria Player of the Game.
We are back here from Cavalier Stadium. And we have a barn burner going for Mission Prep as they made the trip over from the coast. And they're showing the central section that the coastal teams aren't to be messed with. And the small coastal teams come with some girth and some strength and some power and will punch you in the face and play some football. And that's what they're doing right now, Jack Susank.
Sounds like you're talking about old school Tascadero football, man. Fingers in the dirt. I like it. That's what we're talking about out here. It's been bully ball for most of the day is what we've been seeing. Is Mission Prep's been able to come in here and assert their dominance and run what they want to run when they want to run it. It's not just so impressive that they're up 29-6. That's 29 unanswered points.
Yes.
If we remember correctly, CVC went down on their opening drive. It looked like it was scripted. They had a great drive, went right down and scored. Since that play, it has been all Mission Prep all the time. 29 unanswered here after the first 2.5 minutes of the ball game.
And Jack Susank kicking off the Mike Smith State Farm kickoff. And it sails away. This one collected in the end zone, and that's a touchback. You're not allowed to bring that one out. So our three front runners for the Mama Leah's Pizzeria player of the game. First off, Kobe White, a great performance tonight at quarterback. Though his stats are kind of trailing off late as they've moved to more of a ground game. A big favorite for me tonight, Jamar Howard, big JJ right there. Putting in some work on special teams, early touchdown, getting them on the board, and then obviously Jack Susank last week's, our Game 1's Mama Leah's Player of the Week.
Yeah, Susank's always in the running. We know that. But so far tonight, I think the real difference maker has been Howard, as you said.
Correct. And that could change. We still got some time in this game. Pass off to his right side, and coming up big on the tackle for the Royals.
Elmerick with the stick. Sorry.
Caden Elmerick with the tackle. I was giving you a thumbs up saying you almost had the name right there. And Max Baker, I'll say his name 100 times. I want to keep calling him Maxwell. Max Baker passed it done, cut up short, a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4 for the Cavaliers. And here's the snap, pass down the line. This one to his receiver, to his tight end, Dominic Maxfield.
That's where your hiccup is. He's Maxwell, and you want to call the quarterback.
It's at Maxfield.
Yeah.
I don't know where Maxwell is coming from, but Baker to Maxfield on that one. That one comes up short as Mission Prep is like, okay, we're going to force you to third down. You haven't had much luck. We've been forcing you to fourth down all night long, where you just, at that point, your team just falls apart. So let's do this again.
Oh, they're lining up in a very tight formation.
A very tight formation, almost like
Triple
a goal
wing.
line.
Triple wing.
A man in motion, that's Maxfield. Stepping back, pass deep pass.
Off the dome.
Off of Kardashian's head as the receiver, Jaden Moore, looked for the ball. The pass was short. Kardashian didn't even know the ball was coming until it hit him in the head on the backside, and he was like, oh, there's the ball. And by that time, it was too late for Jaden Moore. And that pass incomplete.
Technique. Sometimes technique gets you in the right spot, even if you don't know where you are or what you're doing. Good technique, proper technique puts you in the right spot. That would happen there, but that was a great play call. I loved it. They got into the triple wing, or the double wing, something you don't see very often. They did the rollout pass, basically one-man route, but too good a defense.
And here's the punt to Howard. Howard's going to let this roll. He's called grenade. He doesn't want to touch this one. And it's down by Maxfield and the Cavaliers. And a flag on the play against the Royals. This one's probably going to be, what do you think, roughing the kicker?
If it's roughing the kicker, it might be a first down then for CVC.
I don't know.
Unless it's running into the kicker.
It might have been on the return because they're moving the ball.
Yeah, it looks like it's still the Royals' ball.
So penalty on the return. They're going to move the ball back.
It smells like the winds are shifting. All of a sudden, I got a whiff of some
manure.
Yeah, some vintage Visalia smells.
I think that's the football god saying this one is.
Don't you do it? Way too much time left.
I know. I'm just kidding. They're saying my broadcasting stinks.
There
you go.
We're getting olfactory notifications as well.
So that penalty pushed the Royals back 15 yards. They now have the ball at the 22-yard line.
Worst field position of the day.
So 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Under center is White. White steps back, avoids, or almost avoids. The defender jumped on his back to try to take him down, and that is Arthur Shop.
That's one of those plays there that really never had a chance, and this is a spot that you see Mission in now where you don't want to get too cute, right? You're in the shadow of your own goal line. You're up by 23 points. This is one of those ones where you're just trying to play for field position now. You're just trying to get up past the 20 and get a decent shot at 3rd down.
I'm not sure if Shop was saying, I'm going to tackle you, or I'm tired and I need you to give me a piggyback ride. It brings up 2nd and 18 following that short loss.
Sprinkling a little misdirection there for Mission Prep.
And that play goes nowhere except for a short gain. 3 yards, not the way they planned it, but the way it played out for the Royals. 3rd and 12, a long 12 for Mission Prep. 4:30 on the clock, 29-6 our score here in the 3rd quarter. Cavalier Stadium. We are 3 hours from Mission Prep High School, 2.5. 3 hours if you drive like a grandma like me. I'm always quick to throw myself under the bus. A deep pass from White over to his left.
Oh, what a catch!
And that pass complete by Tyler Garrett. And that's going to be a 1st down, Mission Prep Royals.
Tyler Garrett just absolutely climbed the ladder right there on number 14. I don't have a 14 for them. But he went up to the top level of the ladder, picked that ball up, and that's another one of those plays where that could go 50-50. That could go to either player there, but that's your athlete going up and making a play. That was a 3rd and 12. You weren't even really hoping to get the 1st down there. That was one of those plays where if he misses it, nobody gets it, but perfectly executed, and now Mission Prep's on the roll again.
1st and 10 from the 48 of their own. Mission Prep with the ball. A good drive going here in the 3rd quarter. 3:45 on the clock. White rolling out to his right.
Throw it away.
Heavy pressure, and he's throwing it away. It's into the grandstands. Mission Prep fans are chasing that ball down.
It got past the line of scrimmage. Why is that intentional grounding? He was outside the tackle box, surely. Yeah. We're in the valley, right?
There have been some suspicious calls here. Let's zoom in. We'll get this a call official.
He did the two hands across for the intentional grounding earlier.
Where's the white hat? There's the white hat. We'll give the call here.
Yep, there it is. Intentional grounding. Loss of down also.
A loss of down. That's going to be painful. Second down in an eternity.
2nd down and almost back to slow.
And I'm not sure how this one works out. They are spotted back inside the 30-yard line at the 28. A 20-yard penalty.
Oh, God.
I'm not sure how that turns into a 20-yard penalty.
Spot of the foul. He was bailing out. But, man,
thank you very much.
That play was not exactly what you're looking for there. A lot of confusion in the backfield.
Yeah.
Quarterback and running back wrestling for the ball. After that beautiful play to Garrett, you hate to see this happen to the drive, but the wheels have a bit fallen off here on this possession for Mission Prep as they face now 3rd and 67.
Yeah. 3rd in an eternity to the touchdown, to the 1st down marker. To give you an idea, the ball is at Mission Prep's 27-yard line. The 1st down marker is at the Cavaliers' 42-yard marker across the other side of the 50. They got a long ways to go. Deep pass, right side. That one almost picked off and going the other way for the Cavaliers, getting his hands on it. Munger, a Cavalier we've called a lot tonight.
Yeah, and no problems with that shot there. They can't all be complete. You obviously see the Cavaliers went to a double coverage there on Howard, who's been, wreaking havoc all night through the secondary. And, essentially if that receiver, if the DB picks that ball off, it's just a glorified punt anyways. So, like the play call, there's no good plays, Brian, for 3rd and 77. So,
except not turn it over.
Yep.
So here's the punt unit.
Uh-oh.
And that's not a good play. Jack Susank
Yeah. What
gets
just happened?
Gets the punt off. Immediately line drives it into the arms of the Cavaliers, number 14, who is not on our roster. That's
one of those plays where you need the cue music, because that was a circus right there. That's why you have your best player in the back to be the punter, so he can do all that stuff. But then you don't think he's going to kick it, and some guy's going to catch it off of a straight, whatever that was, line drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a line, and we're right behind the baseball diamond. So Jack Susanks was close on that line drive. He was going for a double down the right field line, or down the third base line. But
You're so right.
And the handoff to Maxfield, and Maxfield in the rugby scrum at the line of scrimmage.
Once again, just I know I've said it already, 8 to 10 times tonight, but the D-line, the interior D-line especially for Mission Prep has been just phenomenal tonight.
I would you were thinking of the circus noise. I was more thinking Jack Susank going, big money, no whammies, big money, no whammies. And then he kicks it and goes, whammy.
It was just a crazy, first it was a terrible play, then it was a great play, and then it was a bad play again.
Yeah.
How often do you see that?
Because he did the nice recovery, and then it just was a line drive into the chest.
Oh!
A pass over the middle, and again, Munger just timing off, communication out of the
They've
range.
had 6 plays that were just 6 to 8 inches off from being great plays tonight. They're just sometimes you have. Well, you gave the whole speech about how any dog can win any day, and it just seems they seem to be a little off tonight. Their offense, especially, just seems to be a little bit off.
Any dog can win on any given day. They didn't eat the right dog chow today. Purina didn't deliver. They had to go with the generic puppy brand. Single back in the backfield for Baker. And a pass to Munger. Munger gets his hands on it this time on 3rd down and 10.
You said it. Got his hands on it this time. That guy's dropped several passes tonight, but he brought that one in. But great defense by Mission to only give up the route in the flat that gives up 3 yards.
Yeah, that gives up the completion because there's no gain on the completion. So all Munger did was get his hands on the ball. And I don't mean to poke fun at him, but your job as a receiver is to get your hands on the ball.
He's had a tough night. I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing. He's had a tough night. He's had some plays that he would love to make. Yeah, I don't think it's digging. It's just it's been a tough night.
Hey, we've all had tough nights.
Sure have.
Just look at the top left corner of the screen that says CVC. I missed one thing about the production, so I had to improvise. Adapt and overcome is what you got to do in the game of football. And this pass out to Sosa from the backfield, and Sosa delivers a big hit on Kardashian, among others, including Jack Susank. And in on that as well is going to be Connor Lopez. Connor Lopez, Jack Susank, George Kardashian. 3 big bodies to bring down Sousa. Connor?
I'm sorry. Someone sent me a score, and I got lost.
What was that score? Let's go into that score then.
It was the Lompoc score again.
Ooh.
They were just giving me the final. I think it's 56 or whatever I said it was.
Lompoc wins.
Yeah.
Okay, Lompoc wins out of the Southern Section Channel League. 3rd win of the season for the Braves.
Oh, great play right there by number 47, Connor Lopez coming in. You said his name a couple times here in the second half.
Yeah, Connor Lopez
shooting those lanes.
And just check out if this is your first time joining us on YouTube or you're on our Prep Sports Network website, prepsportsnetworks.com. Go ahead and click a link on that Twitter icon. Jump on Twitter if you're a member of Twitter. Follow us. We'll give you all the updates for Mission Prep football, St. John Bosco football playing tonight as well. Number 3 in the nation, the founding school of Prep Sports Network. As Baker steps back, looking for a receiver, double pumps. And as the quarter comes to an end, that pass off to his left outside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time really all night, he's had plenty of time to throw. But when you drop that many more guys into coverage, you have people in the right places. And that was just another great series from the Mission Prep defense, getting put into kind of a rough spot there. They've been put into rough spots 3 or 4 times tonight, and they've been a perfect bend but don't break defense.
And as they switch sides of the field, we'll take our final quarter break here as we head to the 4th. This is Mission Prep football. Royals lead the Cavaliers 29-6. Mission Prep football is presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Hey, Zach, I'm having a get-together this weekend. Do you know where I might be able to find some of the best USDA choice and prime meats on the Central Coast?
Have you tried California Fresh Market?
Yeah, but I also need to go somewhere with organic produce.
California Fresh Market has that too.
Okay. What are you going to tell me next? That they have a sushi bar, fresh salad bar, and full-service bakery?
Look, I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while. Check out California Fresh Market in Pismo Beach and San Luis Obispo. They have you covered. A proud partner of Mission Prep football.
Here we go. Back under action. I've lost my clipboard to the abyss, but we'll be all right. Baker under center, under shotgun, pass out into the corner to that incomplete pass. As my clipboard should be popping up sooner or later.
Somebody's walking around with their clipboard in their head like the nail stuck in Happy Gilmore's boss's head. Brian dropped his clipboard off the tippy top of the mountain over here. And if we weren't going to get thrown out of here with pitchforks and fire, we sure are now.
Hopefully they find me. Where'd he go?
As CVC lines up here with their own version of the triple option.
Oh.
Or excuse me, the double wings. Toss it over to number 20, who squirts into the end zone for the second touchdown of the night for CVC.
And into the end zone for the touchdown is Central Valley Christian. Maxfield. And I'm going to go retrieve my clipboard real quick. I'll be right back. This is Central Valley Christian's touchdown. Our score currently 29-12.
All right, well, Brian goes and gets his clipboard, or someone. I will stay with you guys here on the broadcast as they bring the swinging gate out. And I think Brian's back.
Yeah.
They're going to snap it again.
Second time we've seen the snap in the swinging gate and paws all over it for days.
Yeah, they were hoping to get somebody open in the back there. It looked like they wanted Brent Munger to run across the back of the end zone. Mission Prep was privy to the idea, and they had about 3 linebackers standing right in front of them.
11:46 on the clock as Thomas Bowden went down the ladder to retrieve my clipboard from somebody. It's disappeared.
If you zoom out on this camera, I can start pointing this one until Thomas gets back.
There we go. I can't zoom out. You got to zoom it. Zooms up top.
There we go.
And we're going to switch cameras here. And Thomas is back. Clipboard retrieved. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. They're not listening. Okay, so 11:46. What an adventure. Yeah, you got to say, it's the Valley.
Yeah, it smells like the Valley right now.
Oh, no, that's just me sweating.
Ugh. Can't wait for the car ride home. Just kidding.
Okay, where are we at here? Maxfield touchdown.
As they kick off here.
Yeah, here's the kickoff to Mission Prep.
Little pooch kick.
And why is your quarterback on the kick return team?
It must be for that exact reason right there. Somebody that's used to handling the ball. As as White just kind of falls on it, slides on it. That's what they teach you as an up back, just to slide on it. Don't play with it. Don't play with your dinner.
And let's not put our clipboard there anymore. We need to find a new spot. Right on the mixer. That should help.
Sure. As long as you don't give any more people concussions tonight.
Yeah. As long as I don't kill anybody before we leave town. I don't want to be on the local news at 11.
No, thank you.
29-12 our score. 11:46 on the clock. Mission Prep moving left to right. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. And handoff. And a lot of action.
Yeah.
A lot of action on the field.
Big number 75, Caleb Olalem, is having himself a night. He's got a bit of a nasty streak in him, and I like it.
A lot of action on the field right there. And we've got to switch back to to Thomas's camera. Sorry, Thomas. We took your camera away from you.
Number 54, Levi Young on the stop.
Got 2nd down and 8 here coming up for the Royals.
Thank you. 2nd and 8 for the Royals. Ball spotted just shy of the 25-yard line. A little distance to go. Clock running. We're approaching 11:15. 17-point lead for Mission Prep. A 3-scored lead. We're well timed for them. That pass from White to Susank, and that gets them out across the 35 for the first down. Mission Prep ball.
Yeah, it's a great play call there. If that defensive end comes up really far and fast in his face, the quarterback can just dump it over the top to Susank, who's just going to run right behind him like that. If that guy kind of stays back, then White can just keep the ball himself and run it around the edge. It's kind of a, well, I don't know if I can say that on here, a danged if you do, danged if you won't moment, if you will.
And I just want to let y'all know this game is brought to you by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo, making up sponsors now. And having a good time over here in the Central Valley. That is a 2nd down now, following a short gain by the Mission Prep Royals as Drew Harrigan carries that ball.
Yeah, you see Mission here is getting into their what you call your 4-minute offense, even though there's 11 minutes left, where you're never quick up to the line. You take your time, you run it all the way down, you wait for the umpire to put his hand up in the air to let you know, and then you run straight downhill.
I always like to give shout-outs to fans, especially when they reach out personally to connect with us. And Karen Bowden, a name that might ring a bell to somebody up here, reached out. Oh, my God, your commentary tonight for tonight's game is making me laugh so hard. Great job. So we're doing a good job tonight.
Somebody's enjoying it.
And that's all we need is one fan to like us, and it makes us happy. And that brings up 3rd down for the Royals. A short gain, 3rd and 7. Ball just past the 40 at the 41.
If we want 2 positive comments, I can text my mom, and I'm sure she'll tell us we're doing great, even though I don't even think she's probably watching.
Oh, my mom doesn't watch my games. She's already in bed.
It'll be 3rd down and
They always ask me Saturday mornings, so how'd the game go? You know you can watch.
My parents traveled to like 10 years of football games for me, including all the way down to L.A. for college games, so I give them a pass.
No, I agree with that. Working under center is White. Harrigan in the backfield. White rolls out.
Just run it. Oh.
And he's looking for Garrett. Tyler Garrett makes the diving attempt. No good.
And you see Coach Schuster saying the exact same thing that I said as the quarterback Smith went off the field there. Just run it. He had at least 10 yards in front of him just to run. Yeah, you make that throw. You're a quarterback. You want to make it. But with a lead like this, just trying to run the ball out, just tuck that ball and run.
Yeah, keep the clock running that way.
It's just it's an efficient play, you know. And one of the number one things they teach you as a quarterback is to take what the defense gives you. If they're going to give you the 10 yards so you can just run it yourself, then just take it yourself.
9:19 on the clock as the clock has stopped following an incomplete pass.
Remember, we had a bad snap last time, so let's make sure we get a good snap
Caden
here.
Elmerick checks in for special teams. We got a good snap. Punt is off. And calls for the fair catch. And Munger.
Caleb Cajas with the simulated wrap up there at the end. I love it. I love people playing to the whistle.
And Cavaliers ball now.
Mission Prep offense has sputtered a little bit here after that initial good drive and that kickoff return. They still got a pretty substantial lead here.
17
this
points.
is what happens when you get into your 4-minute offense, right? You're not going to be reeling off as big of plays here. But, yeah, we want Mission to be able to keep a little bit of this momentum and keep some pressure on CVC.
It's a 3-possession game right now.
Yes. And with the way they're kicking, probably 4.
No, it's still 3-possession because, find some open room.
No.
Going the distance.
Woo!
Josh Sousa at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Wow, and that's
spoke
that
too
offense
soon.
we were talking about. They can score in a hurry. It's what we've been hearing about all week. And, boy, he finally got a crack, and he turned the Jets on, taking that ball from the opposing 27.
73 yards scamper behind the center of that offensive line.
And Our score with 9 minutes to go, 29-18. And they brought in the kicking unit this time.
Just regular, normal kicking unit.
We haven't seen the kicking unit on anything yet besides punt team.
Yeah.
And in for the kicking duties is Levi DeJean. And that is up and good.
Hooks a nice low line drive in there. And yeah, we kind of touched on a little bit, but this is the problem with the 4-minute offense. Sometimes it takes you out of your groove. Now we got ourselves a good ball game here. What we were hoping for. You know, we thought that it might be Mission Prep coming back at the end, trying to make it closer when we got here. But now we're going to see Mission Prep playing with the lead and see what they're able to do here with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
And that was a big 73-yard game.
The worst-case scenario for the Royals, to give up a score and give up a score quickly without taking really any time off the clock.
So 9 minutes to go. 10-point game now. The tide has turned. The momentum has shifted again. We've seen the momentum shift a number of times in this game.
Yep. And all of a sudden, it's a little bit louder on the home side over here.
The momentum went into the locker room with the Cavaliers. The momentum came out with the Royals because Howard opened things up with the kickoff return.
Oh, surprise onside.
It doesn't go 10 yards.
Never went 10 yards.
And that is going to be Mission Prep ball.
And they should throw a flag. This ref has had a tough day down here on the close side.
He doesn't know whether to throw the flag. He's like, he's trying to keep his laundry clean. He's trying to conserve water in this day and age. California's running out of water. The less laundry he has to do, the better off he is.
All right, we'll give it to him. All right, big drive here for the Royals. Big drive. Let's see if they get back into the jumbo package we were looking at earlier. Yep, well, I see number 75 in the game already, so.
You got Caleb Alalem in the game, a captain for the team. You got Gabe Rodriguez in the game. Gabe Rodriguez lined up at left tackle, that is, as Harrigan takes the handoff, goes out to his left. He's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Royals at the 43-yard line, the 47-yard line of the Cavaliers. And the clock is running. I doubt we see him throw the ball this time.
Yeah, tick, 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 tick.
At this point, the Cavaliers are starting to build momentum. You want to shut them down and run this clock out.
This is where they like to run it to the right side earlier.
This is what we saw. And we got Harrigan in there.
There's a
flag. And players go to the turf.
Holding against the Royals.
It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, Mission Prep's moving backwards here. And when you're in these when you're in these clock-eating situations, the last thing you want is to end up behind the sticks. Right, it's already hard enough to run the ball, and everyone knows you're going to run the ball. But now you're behind the sticks. It's 2nd and 20. There's no good run plays for 2nd and 20.
And they learned that Howard's a threat, so they've got him covered. They learned that Tyler Garrett's a threat. They got him covered. They learned Susank's a threat. They're covering him at the line. We got some power set up for the power to the right side as White rolls out. We got the pass. Tyler Garrett under coverage from Munger, and Munger able to suppress the coverage enough to cause the incomplete pass.
Yeah, White really did a good job there just to get that ball off. He flipped his hips, threw his feet around real quickly, and was able to get a pretty good throw out there, just out of reach from his receiver. But what we see here basically is CVC's made an adjustment from that drive. They saw all the kickouts coming with the 2 running backs back there, and now they're having their outside linebackers spill it, wrong arm it, close down that gap, make sure that they can't get up underneath him and spilling it out to the outside, which gives more time for the linebackers and safeties to fill.
Saturday Night's Pirates top Nordoff 10-7 tonight in Southern Section action on the Central Coast. 8:12 on the clock. Our score 29-19. 10-point lead for the Royals here in the fourth quarter, trying to pick out their second win of the season and their second game of the year. And the pressure's coming for White. He rolls out. He's going for the first down, and he's got the yardage. Well, actually, does he?
Yeah.
No, that's the first stick.
No. They dropped it because they were scared.
Yes. That's why I was looking for the second stick there, and it pops back
up. Real close.
Real close on fourth down now as he gets the call from the sidelines.
But that was great. That was exactly what you love to see in high school football right there. Last possession, Colby White rolled out, had a chance.
The sticks are moving.
Yes. Yeah, so it was a first down. But that's exactly what we were saying. Last time he had a chance to run for a first down, didn't do it, took the throw, didn't end up working. This time, he rolls out, has the opportunity, runs down, gets a first down, and even if he didn't, he would have kept the clock running, which is exactly what you want to see.
I think we just discovered that my sign language doesn't work.
You were giving me the side point. I didn't know which way to look.
That's why I said sticks are moving.
Yeah, perfect.
You fill in our fans at home what I was doing and why we.
He looked like a traffic conductor.
And we have a whistle on the field.
Someone got a quick start. False start. The offense. Hope they didn't call that on Jamar Howard. Your receiver should never jump off sides. They shouldn't even know the count. You just be watching the ball out there. So, second consecutive now set of downs where they're behind the sticks because of a pre-snap penalty.
So I just learned a little bit about Caleb Alalem. Taco is his nickname.
Oh, you know
which is octopus in a Hawaiian language.
Somebody was saying taco earlier. I didn't know that's what they were talking about. Another great pass.
And Howard showing why he could be tonight's Mama Leah's Pizzeria player of the game as that moves the sticks for the Royals. Another first down.
He's been absolutely outstanding tonight, everywhere, all over the field, and he's a great athlete. He gets in and out of his breaks really nicely, and he's got really soft hands. He's caught everything with his hands, doesn't ever trap it, doesn't let it come inside his chest, which is what you look for in a great receiver, especially in high school.
1st and 10 for the Royals at the 22-yard line.
Nice.
Hands off to Harrigan. Harrigan rolls out to his left, finds some room up the middle between the hash marks, and he gains enough to get out to the 15-yard line, just short of that first down.
Yeah, Mission Prep was able to pull the two big guys around from the backside on that one. They were able to get all the way up and inside the hole with the running back having his hand right on him. It's exactly how you want to run that play. And that was one of the first times tonight that they were effectively able to pull both guys around.
A Mission Prep score here could make this very difficult for a Cavaliers comeback at this point.
Yeah, we're inside 7 minutes already.
6:44 on the clock. Clock is running. 2nd and 3 for the Royals at the 15-yard line, and that ball is moving.
Yeah, and see what you see there right there is that's Jaden Moore. He was making a lot of plays on the offense, but he also plays here on the backside. I think he's in the 6 tech or he's the outside backer. And when you pull those guys around, you're susceptible to a closeout on the backside. And after seeing it last play, he had enough this time and shot the backside gap and was able to shut down that play before it started.
Oh, short gain. 3rd and a long 2 for the Royals. Working under center is White, trying to get him to jump. He rolls out. It's all White out there. Sorry, Kobe White. Oh my gosh, I got Taco on my mind now. Kobe White, thank you. Kobe White all alone on that left side.
It's just been great decision making by Colby all night. Just the one time he didn't throw, but since then he's when he misses, he's missed outside, so they're not interceptions. The one interception was not his fault, and he's just making great decisions, and that's what we needed in this game. That's what this offense needs because of the potency that it possesses with some of the skilled position players. And it's been a great, masterful job of facilitating tonight by Colby White.
And we have an injury timeout on the field. We'll join them in that timeout. You're enjoying Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market, driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep Football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Welcome back to Prep Sports Network. And flags are flying. Laundry on the field.
Andrew Buddy got a head start there.
Looking like yellow bananas going on the field. Nobody's slipping, though.
This has been a great answer for Mission Prep here. They gave up the touchdown. They've faced adversity on this drive yet again. This is 3 first downs they've gotten, and now they open it up with a 1st and 15. But when you keep able to get first downs and move the chains and keep that clock running, that's a winning formula when you're leading late in the 4th quarter.
5:44 on the clock. Clock is currently stopped. Awaiting the snap of the ball before it goes again. 10-point lead for the Royals.
Nothing doing there for Mission Prep. CVC gets him in the backfield for a loss of 2 to 3.
And the Cavaliers just not allowing anything to happen here, trying to keep them out of the end zone. It's not very often you have the sticks up on a goal line stance, but it is like 1st and 10 and then the goal line. There's like a hairline.
Yep, it's one of those weird situations where they can get a first down without a touchdown. Just barely.
2nd and forever here. The ball spotted on the 18-yard line or the 19. And Mission Prep wants to think this one over. They're not sure what to do. And we're going to go ahead and join them in the timeout. We'll be right back. Actually, we're going to stay with this one. We're going to do. I got to do some live reads. I've been forgetting these all night long.
Do it.
Let's knock out a couple of these. California Fresh Market is a proud presenting sponsor of Mission Prep Football this fall on PrepSportsNetworks.com. Since 1966, they have served the Central Coast through great locations in Pismo and San Luis Obispo. Open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. Their locations are independent, fresh, and free. Or not free, but fresh and close enough to free, but you get it. You get to walk in, you wear a mask, you can walk around.
Fresh and wonderful.
Fresh and wonderful. That's the word I'm looking for. Stay tuned. We got the Mama Leah's Pizzeria player of the game. I always want to say Mama Mia. Mama Mia.
It's a tongue twister, man.
Yeah.
It's a tongue twister.
Mama Leah's Pizzeria player of the game coming up. We have some good candidates. Mama Leah's Pizzeria is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. I would love to call them on the next commercial break, but I don't think that's happening because they're too far away. Reach them at 805-439-1306 or visit them at mamaleahslow.com. Throw over the middle. That pass complete. Mission Prep touchdown.
And that's Mario Luera. We were a little bit late as we were getting those live reads in, but a nice pass right over the middle. We weren't expecting pass right because of the time we're looking at, but because of the down distance kind of dictated it. And that should be the nail in the coffin right there.
That should be the nail in the coffin. And 4:48, they threw in the player nobody thought, Mario Luera.
It was their tight end. First time I looked for him all day. And people say it all the time, and as someone who played tight end, I got to tell you, they're always open in the red zone.
And that 19-yard score, good. Extra point is good. 19-yard pass from White is a 36-19 score. That touchdown, every touchdown this season. Let's put that lovely graphic up to show our sponsor. Boom! KD Capital Mortgage. They are the touchdown sponsor all fall long for Mission Prep football, and we've had plenty of them tonight. Our score 36-19, Mission Prep in full control. That is still up as we having a little fun here. KD Mortgage is located at 1305 Vine Street in Paso Robles. Visit their website, kdcapmtg.com, for all your mortgage needs. I also want to talk about Laguna Grill. They're a proud sponsor of Mission Prep football. Stop by and enjoy one of their savory burgers, great burgers, made with their house patties and some of their appetizers, and watch some of your favorite sports games. They have a wall-to-wall. They are wall-to-wall TV screens, and Laguna Grill's right there off Los Osos Valley Road. Great place to be. Got to update the score. So check them out, Laguna Grill.
I'm a Western tri-tip guy at Laguna Grill myself, if you guys are wondering. That's my favorite order. A little bit of onion rings on your tri-tip sandwich.
And we'll just say it's right down the street from your house.
Yeah, I could throw a stone's throw away.
Yeah.
Man, what a game tonight for Mission Prep, man. We were coming in here thinking it was going to be some kind of intense dogfight that they might be happy to pull out at the end. Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah, no, you were asking me, what do you think? And I'm like, CVC is going to be the stronger team, and Mission Prep's going to be punching up. But it turns out that Mission Prep's the stronger team, and CVC's going like, what happened to us?
Yep.
And I'm over here trying to take out fans with my clipboard.
That's true.
Some old man was looking up at me like, what happened?
Oh, man, if you hit an old man, you're lucky.
He probably forgot about it.
Because he has brain damage?
Yeah, thanks to me.
Ooh,
big hit. Woo! Big hit delivered on the kickoff.
Man, getting a touchdown and follows it up with a hit stick. Mario Luera once again.
He wanted to make Mama proud. Mama, I got a touchdown, and I went in and stuck him.
Made Connor proud. I love it.
It always makes the drive home a lot happier for any broadcaster, any player, any cameraman, any coach when you get the win on the road. And we're not talking about a 15-minute drive across town or a 30-minute bus ride from Morro Bay. This is a 3-hour ride where you have to lick your wounds. Not tonight.
We'll do it after the snap. I got an impression for you.
Baker takes the shotgun snap. Sosa with it, and he's taken down by, guess who? Mario Loera.
As the great Herm Edwards would say, you play to win the game. So that's where we are.
Last week we were talking about practice.
That's
Herm Edwards.
Yeah. The practice was Mara, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was it Herm Edwards, the playoffs?
The play to win the game is Herm Edwards. The playoffs. Playoffs? That was, God, I can see his face. He has white hair. I think it's Mara was the last name for whatever reason.
Playoffs. Talking about playoffs. 4:04 on the clock. Big lead for the Royals. 17 points.
Double pass.
And that one incomplete. 1 versus 1 down the run. And Jeremy Brigman unable to come up with the pass as Grant Callahan in on the coverage.
Well, a surefire way to know that somebody screwed up on the offense is if you have two receivers within 6 yards of each other. And that's exactly what CVC's had right there. So somebody ran the wrong route. But I guarantee you that's a double pass. They don't run very often in practice. These are desperation plays.
Yeah, they're just trying to make an impact here. It's a 3-possession game. No matter you work the score, it's 3 possessions. 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, and a field goal. That would tie it up. It's still feasibly possible at this point in the game, but it's going to take some help. Baker, deep pass. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, and they called a pass interference
by
on number
Callahan.
1. Yeah, Callahan. He was in great position, but he had his hand on the receiver, which is what I think that the back judge was able to see there.
And that brought the receiver, Jaden Moore, to the ground.
Yeah. But Callahan's done a great job all day on the outside. He's made some tackles when he needs to. You need corners that'll tackle when you need them to tackle. You don't necessarily need your corners to be big hitters, but you need them to stick their nose in there when you need them to. And he's done a great job after that initial touchdown given up to hold down the outside.
If anybody's keeping track of the weather, current temperature here in Visalia, 75 degrees. Today was a high of 91.
Current amount of stars I can see, 1.
1. Yeah. First down for the Cavaliers following that pass interference on Grant Callahan. 4-man front on the defense for the Royals. Still working out of the shotgun is Baker. Max Baker throws to his right. That pass complete. And he's looking for some room. Go down the sideline. Tackle inside the 25 is done. Chapman done. And Chapman done. It says, we're not done in this game. We're still trying to win.
Yeah, I mean, these are times this school's been running the ball a lot today, so I'm sure a lot of these receivers are wanting to get their hands on the ball. Everybody who's not Jaden Moore.
3.5 minutes to go.
Looking at Moore.
Another deep pass into the corner.
And he
coming
goes up
down
and
with
gets
it. Jaden Moore pulls it in. That is a touchdown. Cavaliers, a 24-yard strike from Baker to Moore. And that's back to an 11-point score as we await the extra point attempt, 2-point attempt, whatever attempt they choose. We'll wait for it, and we'll see. And what do you think? What do you think? We're going to get swinging gate? Nope, we got the extra.
I think they learned their lesson.
Yeah, no more gates
this week.
Well, this is like farm country, so they're used to gates.
Oh!
That is good. You know, they're used to gates out on farms and stuff, so. I'm just making this up as we go.
I'm sure there's some gates out here. Bill Gates.
We walked to a gate to get here. It wasn't swung open, though. That's nonsense.
It's been a long day.
Yes, it has. I woke up to a text message. I got another commercial for you. That would have been great last night. I would have gotten up earlier. So 24-yard pass. 24 pass.
10-point game.
Filling out the notes. The fourth quarter has seen the most scores in this game so far.
This game's been going back and forth so much in the second half, our cameraman's getting tired. He's taking a little siesta sitting down right here. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, and then he tells us he's got to catch the bus ride home. So we're going to have to let him out as soon as this goes. If not, he's going to be riding with the stroller in the back seat. And that's going to be a cramped ride.
Mission Prep obviously expecting an onside kick here.
Yeah. Cavaliers have 10 on the 4 on the far side, 6 on the near side.
And they go with the pooch kick.
Kardashian lets it bounce once, picks it up, gets behind the blocker, which is Colby White. And
that man was just using his starting quarterback as a lead blocker.
And Kardashian steps out of bounds somewhere between the 20 and 25. I don't trust this near side official anymore. No offense to him, but.
Little offense.
He doesn't really line up he hasn't been making the greatest calls on the field tonight.
He just hasn't been very demonstrative with his calls. This has been my problem. If you're going to make the call, just freaking yell it at us.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to change your mind anyways.
Like that back judge it's like that back judge that just threw the flag when they came out of an official's timeout. Oh, yeah, delay of game.
Whether the task big or small, do it your best or not at all, right?
Yeah, we're still waiting on that official touchdown from the near side judge here from early on in the game.
Yeah, no kidding.
White under center, they're running the ball. Jack Susang, he's bulldozing his way to the 30.
Hold on to that
Still
ball.
on his feet. He's out to the 40, and that's a first down for the Royals.
Yeah, the CVC defense there was just going straight for ball. That's why he was able to kind of roll out a couple of those tackles and stumble forward for another 8 yards. But what they need right now is the ball. So you need to stress to Susank. I'm sure the coaching staff did. I don't care how many yards you get here, really. I just care that you don't put my ball on the turf. Susank checks out for this next play.
And we have an officials timeout as they meet at center field. Here comes the white hat. And they're going to talk about Jaden Moore.
Might be some blood on the uniform. Helmet might have come off. Maybe I didn't see. Maybe he was back talking somebody.
And Jaden Moore goes to the bench and comes in J.J. Hilvers.
Looks like his afternoon, or his evening, pardon me, might be done.
And talking on the sidelines with coach is Zach Swart. I don't know why Swart was running so fast to get back when, the coach is still on the field.
Hustle.
I understand, but
Johnny Hustle.
It's not like Mission Prep's going to be able to snap the ball while coach is standing there.
Just excited.
Howard running back to the huddle. Oh wait, I already know the play.
I think you got a good chance here. He's not getting the ball. I think it's probably around.
Howard on the near side for you. Covered up by Smalley, Theodore Smalley, Teddy Smalley. And they're taking their sweet time on this call. Handoff. Harrigan tripped up.
But for a gain of like 8.
He had the wheels turning before that trip came. And in football, as long as you get them by a shoelace and they go to the ground, it counts. 2nd and 7 for the Royals. Sorry, yeah, I'm listening to the PA. 2nd and 3 here. Ball spotted a couple yards shy of the center stripe. 36-26 is our score.
Yeah, I would say should be inside 2 minutes when they snap this ball.
And this is just an observation. I've never seen so many cell towers on a school campus before.
And somebody got a head start.
Somebody said something nice about somebody's mother? Jump off sides. But you get what I'm saying? Like, have you ever seen a campus with 1 cell tower, 2 cell towers? I'm sure there's some more over here that I just can't see because it's dark.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably not.
Just give kids radiation early.
Yeah, they're putting 5G in us.
Yeah. That's how they get coronavirus in you.
Yep.
Jokes, people, jokes. It's late. We're trying to make the best of our time here as teams are taking their time here. At least Mission Prep is, because they're trying to run this clock out with that 10-point lead. They don't want to give Central Valley Christian any more opportunities as we have another whistle, and they hand off to the fullback, Jacob Abbott. Oh my gosh. Andrew Abbott was the fullback who took that handoff following the whistles. And the 5-yard penalty goes against the Cavaliers this time. Back in favor of the Royals. 2nd and 3 again. Penalty against the Royals, 2nd and 8. Penalty against the Cavaliers, 2nd and 3. Following that 7-yard pickup. Stay tuned for our post-game show. We run the quick rundown of who scored what before we pack up and head home. Tell you where Mission Prep will be next week. Hand off to Andrew Abbott.
Oh, my goodness. Enough with the whistles.
Oh, no, that's a timeout.
Thank goodness.
I think we have a timeout on the...
Minute 10.
Minute 10, we have a timeout. We're going to go ahead and stick it with them. Like I said, stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll reveal our player of the game, the Mama Leah's Pizzeria player of the game. We will decide that shortly after the final whistle. I have my candidate. You have your candidate before Thomas leads. He'll be the tiebreaker in case there is a tiebreaker. We have a couple front runners, Jack Susang, J.J. Howard, also known as Jamal Howard. Colby White's in there. Number of candidates, so we'll let you know. And then we'll do the quick rundown. We'll let you know Mission Prep be next week. I'll tell you what, you're not going to have to travel far to watch them because you can watch them right here on PrepSportsNetwork.com. Excuse me, PrepSportsNetworks.com.
That's important.
You got to get that S in there. I don't know where it takes you without the S.
It's somewhere that's not where you want them to go.
You can follow us on Twitter, ThePrepSN. I'm Brian Stanley. Stanley on Sports is how you can find me on Twitter. Connor, can they find you on Twitter if you want to share that?
At Connor C. Allen.
And Allen, A-L-L-E-N.
And Connor, C-O-N-N-O-R. None of that other way. It's only the Irish way we do it around here.
And we're back under action. 3rd and 1. Handoff.
Oh, yeah, and the push got him.
Pushes through for the first down. The fullback, Andrew Abbott.
And that ought to do it, Brian.
And that's a first down. And that's going to give the Royals a fresh set of downs. They have 1:03. They have 40 seconds to run each play. That's 2 plays. I think this is where we get to say it's Kevin Hitchens' favorite.
Yeah. I don't know why we're calling timeouts over here. CVC just delaying the inevitable here now. But, yeah, we're going to get to Kevin Hitchens' favorite play.
We have to at this point.
I would imagine so.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I tell you what. And let's go ahead and do a couple more liners because I've really neglected these. Our new sponsor this week, Old San Luis Barbecue, is a proud presenter of Mission Prep Football. Open 7 days a week. We encourage you to stop by after the game, or they're open late on Fridays and Saturdays. You think they're open up late enough for us to get back and have some Old San Luis Barbecue?
Probably, actually.
Probably?
I used to get it coming out of the bars downtown late at night. It's open until like 12:30 or 1.
So we might be able to hit them. You might be able to hit them if you're out here with us listening, enjoying this.
All I'm hitting is my pillow.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and hit my pillar.
I got early tea time tomorrow, Brian. Early tea time.
I got work at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. And here we go. Kevin Hitchens' favorite formation. Kind of, I think. Nope. They're actually going to line this play up. They're in a regular formation, my friend. I'm disappointed. Disappointed. No, they're going to knee it.
Yeah, just instead of putting their so theirs doesn't really make a V. Usually there's a guy 15 yards behind the quarterback, but they chose to put their receiver down at the bottom. But either way, that'll do it, Brian. That's a W. And Mission Prep's going to stay undefeated on this short season they've been through so far.
That is coming to a close. 40 seconds now on the board.
That's the final play.
And that is the final play of the game. Players shaking hand at midfield. We will wait for this clock to expire before we go to break because you never know what can happen. I'm in one of those moods. I almost made a bad joke.
Well, tell us what you thought about the game, Brian.
Well, I'd pick it up and collect it with me.
Tell us what you thought about this game tonight. I mean, this was a shocker, kind of. You know, this is not what we expected. Kind of, tell me what you thought about the Mission Prep offense.
We'll break that down in just a minute. You're going to have to stay tuned for my thoughts. We're going to take a quick break. Our final score here from Cavalier Stadium in the city of Visalia. Mission Prep Royals, your Mission Prep Royals, that is, 36. The Central Valley Christian Cavaliers, 26. And that is our final. Cavaliers fall to 2-1. Royals improve to 2-0. We will be right back with our post-game show on Prep Sports Network.
Hey, Zach, I'm having a get-together this weekend. Do you know where I might be able to find some of the best USDA choice and prime meats on the Central Coast?
Have you tried California Fresh Market?
Yeah, but I also need to go somewhere with organic produce.
California Fresh Market has that too.
Okay. What are you going to tell me next? That they have a sushi bar, fresh salad bar, and full-service bakery?
Look, I have a feeling we're going to be here for a while. Check out California Fresh Market in Pismo Beach and San Luis Obispo. They have you covered. A proud partner of Mission Prep Football.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep Football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo. At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than four walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
At Mama Leah's Pizzeria, we provide fresh ingredients, handmade pizza, wings, local beverages, and more. We're a family-owned, locally ran, family-friendly pizzeria serving fresh, hot pizza for our customers. Conveniently located off of Los Osos Valley Road, we're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call in an order at 805-439-1306 or visit us online at mamaleahsslow.com. Stay tuned after the game for our Mama Leah's Pizzeria Player of the Game.
Welcome back to the postgame show. Mission Prep collects their second victory of the year, staying undefeated. And I didn't kill anybody with my clipboard tonight, thankfully. What a great win for the Royals, 36-26 over the Central Valley Christian Cavaliers. Let's start off with the Mama Leah's Pizzeria Player of the Game. What a night he had. Let's just start off with a touchdown that was 90-plus yards to open the third quarter. He had a touchdown to get the Royals on the board. And then he became that threat on the outside that opened up the middle of the game.
Had a couple big conversions on third down as well.
And the person I'm talking about, you agreed upon it. Everybody up here in the top deck agreed upon it. That is Jamar J.J. Howard is the Mama Leah's Pizzeria Player of the Game. Congratulations to him on his performance tonight, helping the Royals get to the victory row, finding pay dirt here in Central Valley before they head back to the coast. Now let's give you a little rundown of where everybody will be next week as the Royals return home, the greatest team with the most generic logo. If you've seen it, you'll enjoy it. I love it. Stephen Hodges loves it, and that is the St. Francis Sharks coming from the Bay Area. They have like a clip art shark logo.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's probably some student art. I don't really want to criticize it too much because it probably has some really significant meaning to them, right?
Cavaliers, Sharks, Scorpions, 3 weeks in a row is some fun mascots that the Mission Prep gets to play against this year.
And then the Central Valley Christian Cavaliers stay in the valley, that is, as they play the Chachilla Tribe next week on the road, hitting the road the first time this season. And the Central Valley Christian Cavaliers have quite an interesting schedule. They play all their preseason games, then they get their bye week, and then they play all their league games, and they only have 3 road games this year.
That sounds like a pretty awesome schedule to me. That's exactly how I would want my schedule if I could do it.
That sounds like a pretty cake schedule to me as far as
everything.
Everything was planned out until you met the Mission Prep Royals tonight.
Yeah, I mean, preseason game anyways for them, so they're going to, they wanted to win, obviously, but they'll lick their wounds, and they'll get back in there on Monday, I'm sure, and be looking to come back out strong next week.
Your Mission Prep Royals return at home next week, like I said, against the St. Francis Sharks. 7:30 kickoff at Royal Stadium there on the campus of Mission College Prep before they kick off a 4-game road trip going to Desert at Edwards Air Force Base, Carpinteria in South Santa Barbara County, and then they hit league with the Tascadero Greyhounds and the Santa Maria Saints on the road.
Wait, they're going to a city literally called Desert?
No, they're playing, the school's called Desert.
Okay.
The school's on
multiple school city?
The school is on Edwards Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. I got to figure out how to get on base.
Yeah.
And I got to figure out how to get you on base because I think you're going to that game.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. I had a prom once on a military base.
Oh, so did I. I got a nail in my tire.
Nice.
It created a problem. I had to drive home. Luckily, my tire didn't go flat, and it was all that.
Yeah.
So our scoring tonight started off with some adversity for the Royals as the Cavaliers got on the board. Baker to Moore for a 6-yard touchdown early in the first quarter. Kobe White got on the board to Jamar Howard, a 34-yard touchdown strike in the first quarter. Tied it up. Both teams missed field goals. A lot of extra points actually missed tonight. And then Sault gave the lead to the Royals with a 35-yard field goal, and the Royals never lost the lead there. As you pointed out, it was like 28 unanswered, 29 unanswered points.
Over the span of almost 3 full quarters.
We had a 10-yard strike from White to Garrett in the second quarter. We had that punt return that kickoff return in the third quarter by Howard. We had a 1-yard run by Susink in the third quarter. And those were those scores. And then in the fourth quarter, Maxfield had that touchdown for CVC. Sousa had a 73-yard run for CVC. Mario Larrera had a 19-yard touchdown pass from White here in the fourth quarter. And then Moore with a touchdown pass from, Baker, thank you. Drawing a blank here. And that will do it. I got to go because I got to use the restroom. It's been fun. Pleasure having you all with us. Prep Sports Network. Our final score, 36-26 Mission Prep.